one run of their own to take the game to victory and force a game 3, the decisive game here in the semi-finals of the South State side of the bracket.
Yeah, it's a very exciting game. Great crowd. Good players on both sides. Came down to 1 or 2 hits, and we got some big hits at the end to come through. Now we get to go game 3. This game's going to come down to 1 or 2 plays or 1 or 2 big hits too. So we got to see who's going to get them. And we got a good guy going on the mound though with Easton. So we should be in pretty good shape there. Beautiful night for baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. If you haven't made it out to Williams-Gillis Ballpark, you can still make it if you're in and about Brookhaven. All over every media outlet, CougarsLive.org on live stream, B92 on the radio, WBKN, and YouTube. If you'll just type in B92 WBKN, and you can catch every pitch of Game 3. Simpson Academy will be the top half visiting ball club again here in Game 3. Easton Boyd on the mound, Trenton Tarver behind the plate. We're ready for baseball. Brentley Berry, Carter Cockrell, and Bryce Jensen, the same batting orders for both ball clubs moving in to Game 3. We'll set your defensive alignments momentarily. Game 3 underway, first pitch. Call strike 1 to Berry. Berry had 1 hit in the first ball game.
Looked like a split finger or something, Beck. Kind of had some tumble action to it.
Here's the pitch. Swing, foul back to the screen. No balls, 2 strikes to Berry. Tarver behind the plate. Waldrop over at third. Avery Griffin, shortstop. Trevor Fortenberry, second base. Aston Thompson, first base. Fortenberry, Dillon, left field. Watts, center field. And Judson Griffin over in right field. Defensive alignment for Coach Caleb Upton and the Cougars. 0-2 counts to Berry. Here's the pitch. Works down in the dirt. Good scoop right back there by Tarver.
Sure was.
Berry didn't chase it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just underway, Game 3. Cougars won the first game by a score of 65, walk-off fashion. A couple of singles and a single down the line from Tarver to score Waldrop from second. High fly ball, right side. Fortenberry, Griffin converts. Griffin calls them off. Fly ball, Judson Griffin. First out of the ball game.
First out and last out are always the 2 hardest to get. So. Big first out.
Going to bring up number 2, Carter Cockrell. Cockrell will be your pitcher in Game 3. Playoff baseball here at Williams-Gillis, packed house. End to end. Nowhere to sit. Down the sidelines, in the bleachers. Just off the plate, ball 1. Friends from over at Simpson County had a few texts for some folks listening to the ball game, watching the ball game on CougarsLive.org. Foul back over the screen, Carter Cockrell. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The umpires rotate position, so you got to settle in. You've been on the strike zone for 7 innings, and you play in the same team. Then you got to adjust to this strike zone a little bit. So.
Here's the pitch from Boyd. Breaking pitch. Stayed up and out of the zone, ball 2. You know, Academy, nothing. Brookhaven Academy coming to. Let's give it to the studio for 60 seconds from the line. This is BA Baseball, CougarsLive.org, and B92.
Whether you like to spend a day in the woods hunting or out on the lake fishing, 51 Pawn and Gun has what you need. Guns, ammo, fishing supplies, and lots more. And get your hunting and fishing license at 51 Pawn. 51 Pawn and Gun also carries a great selection of jewelry and electronics. Check out the selections and the deals. 51 Pawn and Gun, Highway 51 between Bogota and Brookhaven. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 5, and Saturday, 8 till noon. Call 85-2061 for 51 Pawn and Gun.
For the freshest seafood this side of the Gulf, come to K&B Seafood in Brookhaven. K&B Seafood has live or boiled crawfish, oysters, and fresh boiled shrimp and crabs. K&B Seafood carries a great selection for fish lovers. Fresh catfish, salmon, tuna, amberjack, red snapper, and more. K&B Seafood also takes special orders for any event. Call 601-990-2055. Most major credit cards and EBT cards accepted. K&B Seafood, 311 Highway 51 North Brookhaven. Open Tuesday, Saturday, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. Follow them on Facebook for specials.
Back to Williams-Gillis ball from moving into the bottom half of the first inning. Colin Walter, Dylan Fortenberry, and Caston Thompson, 1, 2, 3 for Brookhaven Academy. On the hill for Simpson Academy, Carter Cockrell. Matt Ascott behind the plate. Kennedy down at third. McKinney, Barrett McKinney, shortstop. Brantley Berry at second base. Crosby Mullins at first. Watkins, Henson, Smith, left field to right field, respectively. First pitch to Walter. Low out of the zone, ball one.
He's got a low boss.
Yeah, little pop on. Here's the pitch from Cockrell. Third base side on the foul side of the bag. It'll roll to the Simpson bullpen.
I like that play.
Yeah, he's got a layout for that one.
Yeah.
Pitch to Walter. Walter looking breaking pitch all the way. Got the fastball on out of half. Couldn't find it. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Walter. A little bit of a slider right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Walter. Of course, he was the winning run for the Cougars in the bottom half of the 7th on the single by Tarver. Full count to Walter. Cougars love to get that leadoff runner on. Here's the pitch. Swinging a miss, strike 3. You're right, Coach. A lot of velocity, a lot of pep in that pitch. It's just a matter, is it moving as a fastball? Most of your high school batters, they can catch up with a straight, flat fastball. If he's got movement, if he can stay there all day, all afternoon, he'll be hard to handle.
We haven't seen a breaking ball yet. Sometimes people try to get through on a fastball, and the second time through, show more off speed. But
Dylan Fortenberry steps in. 2 hits in the first ball game, 2 for 3.
I think he's trying to throw a change up there, and he dropped his elbow. A lot of righties like to throw change ups to lefties. So.
Dylan, one of the hottest hitters for Brookhaven Academy the last couple of weeks of baseball. Some big hits.
Yeah, he's been hit with some pop, too, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
In the 2-hole.
Here's the pitch from Cockrell. Slap to the second baseman. Berry to Mullins. 4 to 3 for the second out of the inning. Retires Fortenberry.
Felt like it's a change-up. Was running down and away from him. Kind of reached out and hooked it.
Hit it right at Brantley Berry over at second base. Tossed to Mullins. 2 outs in the inning. Caston Thompson steps in for Brookhaven Academy. We're in the bottom half of the first inning, game 3. Ball strike 1.
Ball's up a little bit tonight.
Cockrell looks into Adcock. Ball strike 2. Middling that outer half of the plate. Thompson in the hole, 0-2.
That was a really good pitch there, pitcher's pitch.
Slap to the left side. That one's going to get over the screen. They'll rewind it and do it one more time. 0-2 count to Caston Thompson, first baseman for Brookhaven Academy here in Game 3 of the series. That one's going to work in the dirt.
That's the first time we've seen his breaking ball there. Pretty good. Probably not want to throw it to these lefties. Break it in on down and in where their sweet spot is.
1-2 count to Thompson. Fouls it back over the screen. 1-2, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first inning. Game 3 of a 3-game series. Split right down the middle. 1 win each. Winner advances. The loser will call it a season for 2021. Another foul ball from Thompson.
You know, when you get to Game 3, pitch count can be really big because if you can chase this guy, then what's next? And same thing on our side, I would assume. So battling, falling off pitches, and taking walks, things like that can be big in games like this.
Thompson, high fly ball. Looks like the shortstop McKinney calls off his teammates, makes the play at short. The 3 up, 3 down for Brookhaven Academy here in the bottom half of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. After one complete, Brookhaven Academy 0, Simpson 0. Let's give it to our studio for 60 seconds. 60 seconds down the line, just BA Baseball. CougarsLive.org and B92.
Take your choice, conventional fuel or ethanol. You'll find both at RB Oil Oil, Highway 51 North Brookhaven. Drive on in. RB Oil Oil will pump your gas for you. And for all of your petroleum needs, you can always depend on RB Oil Oil. They're open Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. till 7 p.m. and Saturdays from 5 a.m. till 2 p.m. RB Oil Oil Company, Highway 51 North Brookhaven, where service still matters. Call 833-6721 for RB Oil Oil.
King's Daughters Medical Center and Brookhaven Urology are pleased to announce the addition of Dr. Joel Duff to their medical staff. Dr. Duff specializes in general urology, kidney stones, men's and women's urological health, and diagnosing and treating urologic cancers. Don't let these health issues restrict your lifestyle and keep you from enjoying life with your family and friends. Dr. Duff and the staff at Brookhaven Urology are here to serve your needs. To make your appointment, call 601-833-5713 today.
Back at Williams Gillis Ballpark, moving into the top half of the second inning. No score. Easton Boyd comes out for his second inning of work in this ball game. Finished up the first ball game. Picked up the win in Game 1. Showed that he could potentially two wins tonight. Boyd in short relief of Thompson as the Cougars won it in the bottom half of the seventh inning after Simpson tied it in the top. Do it for Simpson, Andrew Smith, Crosby Mullins, Matt Adcock. 4-5-6 for Coach Kelly Greer. Cougar defense straight away. The left-handed hitting Andrew Smith. Ball one out of the zone.
You and Kelly went to college together, didn't you, Dave?
Oh, it's been a few years down at USM together. Me and Kelly go back to the high school days. Ball two from Boyd. Used to attend basketball camps together.
Okay, he's a great guy.
Yeah, known Kelly a long time.
I coached against him when he was at Clinton and Florence.
Veteran of the Diamond. 3 straight balls from Boyd.
2-0 breaking ball right there.
See if Easton can battle back right here. 4 straight pitches. Smith draws a walk. It's going to bring up Crosby and Mullins. Mullins one hit in Game 1, solo home run. Tape measure job for the biggest part of the ballpark. Left center field.
He's a good-looking kid.
Yeah.
He's bigger than Winston, I believe.
I believe he is. I believe Crosby's a sophomore.
I think so.
5 straight balls from Boyd.
A lot of off-speed stuff, too.
got to have confidence in that fastball. Find the strike zone. Let his defense work behind him.
I still think the hardest piece to hit in baseball is fastball. You got to establish your fastball early. If they prove they can hit it, then you can do something different.
Make them hit that one. 2 balls, no strikes to Mullins. Mullins, hard hit ball out in the left field. That's a base hit for Crosby. Mullins going to move Smith around the second base, so a single from Mullins between third baseman Waldrop and shortstop Avery Griffin. Going to bring up Matt Adcock, the catcher. Adcock, 2 hits in game 1. Tonight's game 1. Also catching the second game here tonight.
Here's Joe. Plays with my son, and he spends a lot of time with our kids. He's a really nice kid. I appreciate him, the way he treats my son. He's a good young man, Matt Adcock is.
Tell you what, and that's what you like, and you expect. That's just part of passage for these older guys, and those youngsters look up to them, and whether it's summer travel ball or school ball, or it's just an opportunity for them to give back, if you will, and because those young ball players certainly emulate them and look up to them, and catch a guy like Matt that does that and recognizes that.
Yeah.
That's special.
It is.
1-0 count from Boyd. Call strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 runners on for Simpson. Out at second base, Andrew Smith reached on a walk. Crosby Mullins with a hard single to left field. No outs in the inning.
Good pitcher's pitch right there on the black, on the knees.
Boyd checks his runner down at second base. Comes to the plate. Good bunt back to Boyd. Boyd's going to throw across the third base. Walton couldn't field it in the dirt. That's going to allow Andrew Smith to race home. So a fielder's choice for Adcock. Throwing error.
That's a tough play.
Yeah.
You got to flip your hips there, and look like your hips didn't get flipped completely.
I think Boyd had time on that one and maybe rushed it just a little bit. So Adcock reaches on the fielder's choice, throwing error, attempting to get Smith down at third in the dirt.
It wasn't a mental error. It was just
the right play.
Yeah, he made the right play. He just didn't get his hips flipped good.
Waldrop just couldn't dig it out. So 1-0 lead here in the top half of the second inning for Simpson. Runners at second and third. Lawton Kennedy to the plate. Hitless hits at-bats in the first game.
Pitch out of the windup. We did this earlier. Allow that runner a second to get a really big secondary lead. But if you hit a line drive, you can double him up too. So it's 6 one way, half dozen one other, I guess.
1 ball, no strikes. Kennedy. High fly ball, right side. Griffin goes back into the gap. Watch calls him off. Mullins is going to tag at third base. Mullins still from third. So fly ball to Watts in center field, RBI. Mullins scores from third. Adcock slides over to third from second base. The Cougars are Simpson with 2 runs here in the top half of the second inning. Barrett McKinney steps in with Matt Adcock down at third base. 1 out for Brookhaven Academy. Hard hit ball straight away center field. Michael Watts on the run, line drive to Watts. Retires McKinney. Play right there, third base. You pretty much got to be tagging all the way. You score either way. That would have been a quick play at the plate, but I think you got to challenge Watts on that one here in the first inning.
That's 2 outs. You got 2, 0, 1 out. I wouldn't, but he didn't tag. I think he misread it.
He bailed him out, though. Yeah. Base hit from Warren Watkins. That's the third run of the inning for Simpson Academy in the form of Matt Adcock. Good piece of hitting right there from Watkins. just reached out and hit it right between Waldrop and Griffin, third and shortstop. Second hit of the inning for Simpson, third run of the inning. Back to the top of the order, Bentley Berry. Fly ball to right fielder, Griffin, his first time up. Ball strike one.
Gotta run this guy right here better. If you throw him out, you lead off next year. You lead off guy. You don't get him in scoring position. Get 2 strikes, I bet he moves him.
Boyd looks in. On the call, moving to second base. Throw down to second, not in time. Just got too much of a lead right there. Stole that one on Boyd from the mound.
Yeah, that makes our times up a little better.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Boyd going to really concentrate right here. Try to get the strikeout at the plate. Bentley Berry.
So run count those 0-1. Got 2 outs. Breaking ball count.
Boyd looks in and delivers. Off-speed pitch, foul against the screen. So we'll back it up and do it again. Almost a straight change right there. I didn't see much movement, much spin on the baseball.
Like he's throwing a split finger. Something's got a little half tumble action to it.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3 runs in here in the top half of the second inning for Simpson. Punched out to center field. Michael Watts settles under it and retires. Bentley Berry for the third out of the inning. Not before Simpson could strike 3 times. 3 runs on 2 hits. 1 Cougar error, and 1 runner was left on base. After 1.5, Simpson Academy 3, Brookhaven Academy 0. Let's give it to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line. This is BA Baseball. CougarsLive.org and B92.
Our youth sports programs are an important part of our community. Rex Lumber is proud to be a supporter of youth sports. As in sports, teamwork is an important part of any business and community effort. Rex Lumber supports our community and is pleased to be a part of the team helping Lincoln County grow. And a big thank you to all the players, coaches, family, and supporters who make it all happen. Go teams! Rex Lumber is with you all the way.
C&W Homes in Vicksburg has new 2021 Deer Valley Camper, Buccaneer, and Sunshine homes arriving daily. Come see the fantastic new designs and conventional home look. At C&W Homes, you buy factory direct. That means you save big. Price includes standard delivery and setup, central heat and air, and vinyl skirting. C&W Homes will not be undersold. C&W Homes, Highway 61 South, Vicksburg. Online, cwmobilehomes.com. Call 800-748-9056. Like them on Facebook. C&W Homes, Highway 61 South, Vicksburg.
We're back here at Williams-Gillis Ballpark, 3-0 lead for Simpson Academy, moving into the bottom half of the second inning. Back one along with Coach Jamie Palmer. Trenton Tarver steps in, big cut at that one. So you wear the traditional mask, or you go with the hockey style?
I wear the traditional mask, and I put that throat guard on with some zip ties, but every once in a while a ball hits right on that zip tie.
You break it.
So I usually carry a couple of zip ties in my bag.
Gotcha.
Because you just feel uncomfortable whenever you don't have it. I don't know that it works, but you got to keep your chin down for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Conversation between Coach Randy Spring and umpire and crew. Of course, 3-man crew here in the playoffs. That ball popped and broke as you mentioned, broke the throat protector away from the mask.
Like the jaw of his jaw a little bit, while he's trying to stretch his jaws out. Mm-hmm. You can get a concussion back there quick, man.
Foul tip off the umpire's mask. We're ready for baseball, though. Seems to be okay. No balls, 1 strike, Trenton Tarver. Tarver 2 for 4 in the first game. Also had a home run in the first game. Allen hits Tarver. Boy.
Barely hit his shirt, didn't it?
I believe it caught his belt. You know, Tarver's one of those guys, man. You know, he might try to just play it off and say, let me bat.
Yeah.
You know, Trenton's one of those who wants to swing the bat. He's been swinging one hot bat for the Cougars, and nonetheless, he trots down to first base. Easton Boyd's going to step in. Winning pitcher, first game in short relief. Starting pitcher, game 2, called strike 1.
We really crowd the plate, don't we?
Yeah, we stand in on top of the plate. A lot of our batters, none closer than Trevor Fortenberry. Trevor got hit a couple times in the first game tonight. Woo! A slicer just over the heads of all the Cougar players in the dugout. Cleared the dugout and went into foul territory, but that's one that got to be aware.
A lot of kids over there playing. Well, that's scary.
Boy, it is. Baseball like that will hurt you. No balls, 2 strikes to Boyd. Hard hit ball down the right side of Mullins. Mullins knocks it down. Makes the play in time to get Boyd. Pretty good play down there by Mullins. Took it off the chest.
Really good play. One hopper right at him. He squares it up like a catcher, takes it off the chest.
Knocks it over into foul territory, about 10 feet. Had the wherewithal to pick it up with his bare hand, coach. Scamper back to the bag to beat Boyd down the line.
Really good play.
Yeah. You know, otherwise, that one's going to the corner. So 1 out in the inning. Tarver advances down to second base. Judson Griffin steps in. 1 hit in game 1. Inside part of the plate. 1 ball, no strikes.
It's tough on the umpire when they get that close. They reach you out of that slot.
Cockrell looks in. Swing slap down the third base side. Scoop down there by Coach Winston Mullins.
Winston threw a changeup back there.
I believe he
one
did.
hopper.
Breaking pitch back to Cockrell. 1-1 count to Griffin. Good breaking pitch right there from Cockrell. Had Griffin out in front of it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Judson Griffin, Cougar right fielder. Cougars trailing 3-0 here in the bottom half of the second inning. The breaking pitch again. Like, man, that cop caught that strike 3 on Griffin.
Yeah, right up under him, and first base umpire's got to help him with that. Can't, catcher gets up like that. It's hard for the home plate guys to be over. Those are tough, especially on turf.
Yeah. For the strikeout, Cougar faithful thought Bascott called it off the turf. As Fortenberry right back to Cockrell, over to Mullins, and that retires the Cougars here in the bottom half of the second inning. 1-3 if they're scoring at home. So for Brookhaven Academy, no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner was left on base after 2 complete. Simpson Academy 3, Brookhaven Academy 0. Let's give it to the studio. 1 minute down the line. This is VA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
During times of uncertainty, it's comforting to know we have a healthcare system in our community that's been committed to supporting us for well over a century. In this current time, we are standing together, and our bond is stronger than ever. KDMC, caring for our community like no one else can. Extend your banking hours with My Teller from Trustmark in Brookhaven. Find My Teller machines downtown across from the Inez and in Lincoln Plaza. Available 7 till 7 Monday through Friday and 9 till noon Saturday. My Teller connects you to a live teller who can help you make deposits and withdrawals, cash checks to the penny, make loan payments and withdrawals, and answer balance inquiries. Just touch the screen to get started. My Teller also functions as a 24-hour-a-day ATM. My Teller from Trustmark Bank in Brookhaven, downtown and in Lincoln Plaza. 7 till 7 Monday through Friday, 9 till noon Saturday. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Back at Williams-Gillis Ballpark, we slide into the top half of the third inning. Simpson out in front 3-0. Played it 3 runs in the second inning of play. First one, get your thought on the earpiece worn by the catchers. Is something you like as a coach and as your time behind the plate as an umpire?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know college guys and pro guys are doing it. And I didn't know many high school guys are doing it. But I think a lot of times when you're coaching on Friday nights, people used to get on your wave and hear what you're doing. I'd be worried about that a little bit.
I think maybe the intent is to speed up the ball game a little bit. You know, to have the flashcards and the wristbands and a lot of signals being given. But maybe it helps move along the ball game just a little bit. Pitch on the way from Easton Boyd, Carter Cockrell, out of his own ball 1. Fly ball to right fielder Griffin, his first time up.
It's a big inning right here, Beck.
Yeah.
If they're 2, 3, 4, they put up a crooked number, we got to put up a 0 right here. They expand, it's going to get tough.
Yeah, just you start taking a peek at that scoreboard once you get past the third inning, so you'd like to really shut them down right here. Fly ball right side. Griffin's got to hurry. Can't get to it. Diving stab up against the wall. It's going to be a triple for Cockrell. Stand-up triple. Carter Cockrell.
We're still hitting, fastball away, and we just throw it to the right side. It stayed inside that ball.
Yeah, Griffin was playing
straight up.
Straight up or shaded a little bit toward the right center field side, and he ran a long way, just about 5 feet out of his reach, and that ball traveled almost to the warning track.
Ball's carrying.
Yeah.
I thought they hit 2-line drives that were going to get down the first inning, and they carried to the center fielder.
You're exactly right.
It's a little humid tonight. It's warmed up. Ball's carrying a little better.
Jaden Wedge for pinch runner for Cockrell, the pitcher. So Simpson in business again. Cockrell leads off the inning with a triple. Bryce Jensen steps in.
They tried to run the same guy for the pitcher and the catcher, so they caught it. So then they had to put 27 in for 17.
That's Duncan. Braden Duncan called his name a few times as a courtesy runner in game 1.
So Robert Isaac, McComb used to run for the pitcher and the catcher and scored every time.
There you go. Call strike 1. Probably ran a track meet the next day.
Probably. He could fly.
No balls, 1 strike to Bryce Jensen. Here's the pitch from Boyce. Hard hit ball on the count. That's going to be extra bases. So it's stand-up double for Jensen. Scores Duncan, the pinch runner from third. Extends the lead at 4-0 for Simpson. Back-to-back extra base hits for the Cougars from Simpson County. Andrew Smith steps in, reached on a base on balls back in the second inning and scores. 4-0 lead for Simpson. 4 hits on the board also for Simpson.
Everybody loves to pull the ball and watch it fly, but they've hit both those balls the other way in the gaps.
Breaking pitch, ball strike 1. Andrew Smith. No balls, 1 strike, no outs, 1 run in here for Simpson. Top half of the third, 4-0 lead for the Cougars, the visiting Cougars. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bryce Jensen, RBI double out at second base. Fly ball to the infield. Tarver back makes the play. Foul territory. Yeah, that's a tough play for a catcher. Tarver hung with it.
Got that backspin on it, so always can come back. He did a good job turning his back to the infield and getting in good position.
So 1 out in the inning. Crosby Mullins steps in. Mullins singled in the second inning, also scored. Breaking pitch call, strike one.
A lot of first pitch breaking pitches in Getting ahead, though.
Got somebody over there trending that, I'm sure, in the Simpson dugout. Boy, pitch in the dirt. Tarver going to check him down. Not in time. Gets a speedy Jensen and scampers down to third base. Tarver did a good job digging that one out of the dirt and keeping him in front of him.
Yeah.
Jensen did a great job out there reading that pitch in the dirt. Saw it on the ground and immediately broke for third base just under the tag of Walter.
1 out, you want to be more aggressive on balls in the dirt where you can get to third with less than 2.
Mullins flares one down the right side. That was going to work out a play.
Now contact drives him in. Looks like we're going 4 tight or 4 in, trying to cut down this run.
Yeah, and you talked about it. You know, they put up something, a little crooked here in this particular inning. That becomes a steeper hill to climb for the Cougars. So they want to cut off anything coming home. Mullins hard drive, another base hit from Mullins.
That's the negative to it, though. That's an out if you back.
Yeah.
You got to, though. You got to cut that run down.
So another single from Mullins, 2 for 2 on the night, RBI, and that's going to draw a visit from Coach Caleb Upton. Tell you what, well, let's throw it back to the studio. Let's go 30 seconds down the line. This is VA Baseball, CougarsLive.org and B92.
Welcome to your 2 hometown Sears stores, Highway 51 North Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven, and 5547 I-55 South in Byram. Shop for great deals on appliances, tools, lawnmowers, and more. Save on leading brands like Kenmore, Samsung, LG, Whirlpool, and GE. Get a hometown service at your locally owned Sears, I-55 South in Byram. Call 769-251-5033 and Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven, 833-5811. Both stores open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. at noon till 5 on Sunday.
Visit to the mound is complete. Easton Boyd stays in the ball game. 5-run lead for Simpson, 5-0 here in the top half of the third. Matt Adcock steps in. Reached on a fielder's choice. His first time up. Mullins down at first base. Hard hit ball to Griffin at shortstop. Over to Fortenberry. Got the lead runner Mullins. Not in time to get Adcock. Pretty good turn right there. Griffin to Fortenberry. Adcock beats it by a step.
Really good play. They can deep in the 6 hole, so it's a good play. Always got to get that first out back, get that lead out.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, Avery Griffin has played a heck of a series right here, or 2 ball games tonight. That's a backhand stab from the knees, makes a strong throw to second base to Fortenberry. Had some big plays in game 1. Doing a great job out there, just a freshman.
Yeah.
There's a lot of baseball in front of him. 2 outs in the inning. Ball strike 1, 2 runs across in this inning.
He'll give you that. You got to keep throwing it there.
Yeah, absolutely. Alton Kennedy steps in, fly ball to center field. Michael Wax. No balls, 1 strike. Here's a pitch from Boyd down in the zone. It's going to even the count at 1-1.
Now we got a flyover, Ben.
Got a flyover. Boyd's coming right at us. Straight from the Brookhaven International. Line due southwest. Boyd throws over to first base. Adcock back in time. Cougars got a chip away in the bottom half of the third inning. Put some put some numbers on the board. Slow roller back to Boyd. Boyd throws to first to Thompson. Retires Kennedy. And that'll do it for Simpson, but not before. They plated 2 runs on 3 hits. No Brookhaven errors. And 1 runner was left on base. At the end of 2.5, Simpson Academy 5, Brookhaven Academy 0. Let's give it to the studio for 60 seconds. 1 minute down the line. This is VA Baseball on CougarsLive.org, 2B92.
Hey, this is Will Thibodeau with Sullivan Ford Lincoln, Southwest Mississippi's Ford truck headquarters. The spring sales event is on at Sullivan Ford. With tons of new inventory arriving and with trade-in values at historical all-time highs, now's the time to come trade in your ride. Your trade is worth thousands more than ever before here at Sullivan Ford. Bring your trade in and trade up to a new Ford or Lincoln while the selection is best. Come see our family here. Visit us on the World Wide Web at SullivanFordLincoln.com. Sullivan Ford Lincoln. We're better, we're proving it, and we want you to be the judge. Exit 40, Brookhaven.
For over 30 years, Fielder's Pro Shop has been Southwest Mississippi's leader with the largest selection of truck accessories. Fielder's Pro Shop specializes in providing the newest truck accessories to improve your vehicle's appearance. Choose from an array of interior and exterior accessories, along with ranch hand and hammerhead bumpers to personalize your ride. Fielder's Pro Shop, Auburn Drive, south of Highway 84, West Brookhaven, and South Broadway, Macomb.
Back to Williams Gillis Ballpark. Cougars got work to do, trailing 5-0, moving into the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Beck Warren along with Coach Jamie Palmer. I'd like to thank Coach Ron Kessler helping us out in game 1. He had to make his way to a coach pitch game.
Might need to turn around and head back. He's got a win. Struggling, that's
right. Watts, slow roller up the middle. Fielded by McKinney at second. Throw across the diamond. And, oh, no, Watts beat it out.
The ball was on the ground, I believe. Like a short hopping ball was on the ground. Banger, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a bang-bang play. Slow roller. Base hit for Watts. So Watts with his 3rd hit of the afternoon, 2 in game 1, 1 here in the 2nd game tonight. Judson Griffin, or check out Avery Griffin, steps in, the Cougar shortstop. He had 1 hit in game 1. Ball in the dirt, blocked up by Adcock. Good job there by the Simpson catcher.
Really good. That ball's another batter spot.
Boy, he slid out there. That's textbook.
Yeah. We got 15 outs left. We just don't need to make any outs on the bases. Take away, get back in this thing.
You got to always say you're going to have to score at least 1 to win, so let's put at least 1 on the board right here.
Yeah.
See if we can get some momentum. Hard hit ball, line drive. Second baseman doubled up White at first base. Tough break for the Cougars. Avery Griffin hit a sharp line drive to the second baseman, Brentley Berry. Michael Watts got caught leaning. Berry throws behind him over to Crosby. Mullins doubles up Watts to first base.
One of the toughest plays in baseball. It's instinct to go, but got to see that ball through.
So a double play, line drive to Berry, Berry to Mullins, and the double play for Simpson Academy. Colin Waldrop steps in, struck out his first time up, fouls it over the screen, 1 ball, 1 strike to the Cougar senior. 5-run lead for Simpson, 5-0. That one's going to work out of the zone. But you talked about it earlier, Cockrell. He's got some pop on his pitches.
Yeah, he does. He's got some velocity. And now he's starting to mix in that breaking ball a little more than he did the first time through. So.
3 balls, 1 strike for Waldrop. Trying to get something going here for Coach Caleb Upton. That one out of the glove of Adcock. So Waldrop will draw the walk. scurries down to first base, going to bring up Dylan Fortenberry.
Yeah, he swapped that ball out. That ball's been cut since the beginning of the inning, and the kid capped the ball to end the other half inning, and they didn't check it. You umpire a lot better when you see a kid cap a ball like that and it's spinning like that. You got to go check that ball.
Yeah, you gotta check it. Usually it's an automatic toss it out of the game.
Yeah,
but it was jumping all the way to Boyd. That was the slow roller to Boyd, but it was right off the end of the bat. Dylan Fortenberry steps in, grounded out his first time up. Kind of hook one over to the second baseman.
It's in away. He needs to drive that ball in the left center gap.
Waldrop down at first. Fortenberry toss over to first. Almost got away from Mullins. Did a good job. Waldrop slid back under the feet of Mullins.
Dropped his elbow when he threw that ball over.
Good lead over there by Waldrop. Fortenberry, that one went behind him to the screen. Nothing Adcock could do right there, so Waldrop will scamper down to second base. 2 balls, no strikes to Fortenberry.
Timeout, Kelly Greer. Calming down a little bit. Wonder what grade this kid's in, Dave. Do you know?
Yeah, I got to talk with Kelly a little bit. He came and watched the St. Al ball game where the Cougars wrapped up that series, and kind of talked through. He's got a very young ball player.
Yeah.
Very few seniors on this team and a lot of young arms. So I'm not sure. I may have
both these teams do.
Got a roster
here next year looking at the same 2 teams.
Cockrell, 10th grader.
He's got a good arm.
Yeah. So, I got to found my roster sheet here. So, Cockrell is a 10th grader.
Future's bright at both of these places.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 balls, no strikes to Fortenberry. Pitch on the way, fouled it off his foot. That one's going to bite. Well, I tell you what, Dylan came over to BA a couple years ago, and just been a pleasure to watch him basketball and baseball this year, and he's just been, hard hit ball to center field. That one's going to get over the head of the center fielder, Jensen. Fortenberry with a long single is going to score. Waldrop, boy.
Oh, it's carrying tonight, or he barreled that ball up and squared it up.
Man, hard hit ball from Fortenberry, but to get back to my point, he is just he's a top shelf kid, and just moved here from Texas, and has just become part of the BA family, and it's just been a pleasure to be able to sit in the bleachers and watch him and broadcast a lot of this ball games.
He's a great athlete. Yeah, to it, he could run routes. He was a great route runner.
Football as well. I left out football.
Yeah. He's top-notch receiver. Good hands, running good routes, understood the game.
And a game carded really as a basketball player. And excelled in football, but it's just killing it here in baseball. Base hit from Thompson. Fortenberry was on the move. He's going to slide around the third base. Hit and run was on right there. Coach Caleb Upton rolls the dice. Caston Thompson with a hard single had Fortenberry moving, Coach. Hit and run, perfection. So runners at the corners in the form of Thompson at first and Fortenberry over at third. Got something working right here. Trenton Tarver is going to step in.
He'll get that right here, boy. He could barrel one up running out of here with 5 to 4 in a hurry. So
Tarver, fly ball to the shortstop. McKinney back in the first. And you're absolutely right. Balls are carrying, and Trenton can certainly do it. Ball up against the screen. Fortenberry is going to score easily. Thompson moves down to second base. We got a 5-2 ball game here at Williams-Gillis.
Take a single right here, make it 5-3. He's back in it, got momentum shifted.
Jensen kind of playing a shallow center field. Left fielder and right fielder really deep. And that one's going to go right at Jensen. Let's see if it gets down. Good play out there. Second baseman, Brett Berry. I thought Jensen was going to have to make that play. Berry got a good break on it. made the over-the-shoulder catch, but not before the Cougars could put 2 runs on the board, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner was left on base at the end of 3. Simpson Academy 2. Check that. Simpson Academy 5, Brookhaven Academy 2. Let's give it to the studio. Quick break word from our sponsor. This is BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
Finding the right Medicare supplement should not be a frustrating experience. Call Joan Dodd Insurance at 601-833-3767 for affordable choices. Joan Dodd Insurance also offers final expense plans and dental insurance. No pressure, no hassles. For your free quote on Medicare supplements, final expense insurance, and dental insurance, call 833-3767. 833-3767 for Joan Dodd Insurance.
Is it time to paint? Your Benjamin Moore Paint Center at Perkins Hayes Hardware in Lincoln Plaza. Whether you're painting a room or the entire house, the paint experts at Perkins Hayes Hardware will help you select the color to make any project shine. For paint, hardware, electrical, and plumbing needs, see the helpful hardware folks at Perkins Hayes Hardware at Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven. Online, hayeshardware.com/local/Perkins Hayes Hardware.
Back at Williams-Gillis, moving into the top half of the 4th inning, 5-2 ball game. Simpson out in front. Cougars cut into the lead, 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. Battling back, Easton Boyd comes out for his 4th inning of work. Hits in the inning, Dylan Fortenberry, Caston Thompson, and Michael Watts. RBIs from Fortenberry and Thompson.
We need to put a 0 up right here.
Barrett McKinney, Warner Watkins, leadoff batter, Brentley Berry. 8-9-1 for Simpson. A lot of activity down in the Simpson bullpen.
So whatever you can to win this one.
Yeah, that's
Johnny Holstaff.
Johnny H.
Yeah.
Got to go to him.
Got to. Can't hold anything back tonight.
Barrett McKinney, first pitch fouled over the screen. No balls, 1 strike. Boyd looks in, delivers. Stays up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, I'm just what a great crowd tonight. Good atmosphere for baseball. I think the officiating crew's done a pretty good job tonight.
Yeah.
My compliments to both ball clubs in that first ball game and keeping it moving. That was a fast ball game. Nobody works faster than British Smith in game 1. I mean, I couldn't keep up in the book. He was throwing his next pitch. And
the way it ought to be there. That's good baseball. I hate when it drags around and people can't make plays, can't take strikes.
2 good ball clubs right here.
Yeah, it is.
3 balls, 1 strike. Barrett McKinney. Chase one out of his own. Gave Boyd an opportunity to throw 1 more to him. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swung at ball 4 right there.
Yeah, that's a big pitch.
Yeah. Boyd can get the strikeout right here. Fouled over the screen. Circuit chase, ball 4.
Yeah, when you're batting 8-0, you want to try to get on to the top of the order.
Lets out and go. Expect the bunt out of the 9-hole hitter from Watkins. Get to the top.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch from Boyd. Down the right side, sliding. Judson Griffin making chase. Lands on top of a tarp along the right field fence. Long way for Griffin to run.
Changes levels down there, elevation.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't sprain his ankle and all that stuff.
Yeah. You got your bullpen mound down there, and Griffin had to run right over the top of it. It's a tough play. A lot of space down both lines here at Williams-Gillis. 3-2 pitch. Right back at Boyd. Off his glove. Goes to Fortenberry. Fortenberry throws it away. Boy, a screamer back at Boyd.
Went back up the middle if he doesn't knock it down.
Hit it off his glove to Fortenberry. Fortenberry had time. threw it over the head of Thompson. Thompson got a little leather on it. So error on the Cougar second baseman on that one allows McKinney to reach. Like I said, I would expect the bunt right here from Watkins that he did single last time up. Let's see. Boy, Waldrop is deep down at third base. They're going to listen.
He hooked that ball through the 6 hole last at bat.
Mm-hmm.
He could drag bunt right here. He'd be good. Waldrop's coming up to play even now.
Coach Greer came and made a call right there, and Waldrop adjusted. The gamesmanship going on.
Yeah.
As Waldrop adjusted, Coach Greer went with a different signal. That one up and out of the zone.
If you're going to bunt it here, you need to push it right in the 4 hole because second baseman's at double play down. First baseman's holding. So.
Yeah. 2 balls, no strikes. Warner Watkins, 9-hole hitter, left fielder for Simpson. Call strike 1. Tell you what, we talked about the velocity from Cockrell. Easton's throwing the ball hard.
He is. He's got a good breaking ball tonight, too. His pitch count's driving up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder how many through the first game he ended.
Yeah, I'm going to get over here in game changer and I'll see. Swing and a miss by Watkins for 2-2. Boyd battling back.
Playing pull. He must be dead pull while we're playing. Shortstop's deep in the 6 hole.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Boyd goes to the plate, out of the zone. Pretty good play back there by Tarver. Had to come up out of his stance.
Yeah, it was.
Makes a play on that one.
Tarver's old school tough, isn't it?
Boy, he is. Boyd threw 16 pitches, 9 strikes.
Okay.
And his short appearance in game 1.
Your nephew played for me back when we won a state championship. We threw Scotty Smith about a ton. Now they got these pitch count rules and all, so it's a lot different. Can't throw them as much.
That's right. Watkins swinging a miss, strike 3, so big strikeout there from Boyd.
Lead off up now, isn't it?
Yeah, Brentley Berry. Boyd on pitch. He'll throw pitch 63 right here. So as you mentioned, a lot of pitches here for Boyd.
So 63 plus 16, is that right?
Mm-hmm. Here's the pitch from Boyd. And I don't know, is the pitch count cumulative between both ball games or
just one day?
Yeah.
You know, MRA lost the game to Jackson Health this year because of that. So.
Yeah, well,
115 in private school, in MAIS, 115 a day. 110. Okay.
He threw 120
miles a day.
Yeah. And I think Coach admittedly said he thought it was 120.
I think National Federation is, but MAIS has a different rule.
Mm-hmm.
He went off the National Federation. Miles didn't care. He just wanted to beat Prep, probably.
That's right. No balls, 2 strikes. Brentley Berry, 1 out in the inning. Barrett McKinney down at first base, breaking pitch from Boyd. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, that's one of those pitches you got to be thinking. You know, do I move my man at first base? Don't expect a breaking pitch. McKinney runs pretty good down there. Coach Greer elected to hold him.
Some people with a left-handed hitter up like to leave him to keep that 4 hole open.
Slicing fly ball center field. Michael Watts jumps under it, makes the play out in center. He'll toss it in for the second out of the inning.
He runs good. I think he moves in here, 2 hole up with a right-handed hitter. If you can leave that 4 hole open with him at first, with the first baseman covering longer, it gives him more opportunities for that left-hander to pull that ball in that 4 hole. But
Carter Cockrell steps in. 1 for 2 here in game 2. 2 hits in game 1. And RBI's last time up. Call strike 1, breaking pitch. That's that first pitch, breaking pitch. We talked about it earlier.
Yeah, he's done a good job getting that over and The base runner's moved up in the baseline now. He was a little deeper, so he may be moving here.
Ooh, snap throw. Boy, to Thompson. Thompson with a slap tag. McKinney back by a whisker down at first base. Glad you could join us, CougarsLive.org and B92 Radio.
He's still up.
Mm-hmm. Ball strike 2 in her half. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's one of those that you run him right here, take the chance.
Kelly didn't get a signal, so I guess he's staying. He doesn't give him anything unless they got something that we didn't see.
Yeah, he's going to stay at first. Slap to Watts out in center field. Calls off Griffin. Watts hauls it in. Fly ball to center field to Michael Watts, and that'll do it for Simpson. 3rd out of the inning. Bar Simpson Academy, no runs, no hits. 1 Cougar error, 1 runner was left on base at the end of 3.5. Simpson Academy 5, Brookhaven Academy 2. Let's give it to the studio. 1 minute down the line. This is VA Baseball. CougarsLive.org and B92.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Got a DIY project coming up. The helpful hardware folks at Perkins Ace Hardware are here to help you with the electrical and plumbing supplies and all the tools you'll need to get the job done. Whether it's painting a room or fixing that pesky water leak, you'll find what you need to get the job done at Perkins Ace Hardware, Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven. Perkins Ace Hardware, open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. till 5 p.m.
Haven Hall Healthcare Center is committed to providing your loved ones with superior care. Haven Hall Healthcare provides residents a comfortable setting with care provided by a staff dedicated to their well-being. Haven Hall Healthcare Center offers an exam room for telehealth calls and other services. Find out more about the services offered at Haven Hall Healthcare, 101 Mill Street, Brookhaven by calling 601-833-5608, 601-833-5608.
Back to Williams-Gillis, moving to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Cougars trailing by 3, 5-2 ball game. Simpson plated 3 runs in the 2nd inning, 2 more in the 3rd. Brookhaven Academy answered with 2 runs of their own in the bottom half of the 3rd. Just got to keep that momentum going right here. Easton Boyd.
Need to scratch something out right here. 1 or 2, tighten this thing on up, put the pressure on them.
Mm-hmm.
Got 2 good 10th grade pitchers going.
Yeah, absolutely. Easton Boyd steps in. Ball out of the zone. Ball 1. Got to be real selective up there, too. Make Cockrell work right here.
Changes his arm angle a little bit on his off speed.
That one's right down the middle, but stayed up at the numbers. 2 balls, no strikes to Boyd, the Cougar pitcher. Avery Griffin gets loose in the Cougar bullpen, called strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. In tight, 3-1.
Big pitch right here. Lead off man on.
Judson Griffin waits on deck. Slicer. Berry, second base, over to Mullins, makes the play. Berry bobbled it. Regained his composure. Quick snap throw over to Mullins to retire Boyd.
Yeah, that's a big out. Getting that first out of the innings here.
Yeah, 3-1 count and getting that out right there.
He made a good 3-1 pitch, quality pitch.
Judson Griffin steps in. 0-for-1 here in Game 2, had 1 hit in Game 1. Griffin bounced it back over the screen. Adcock made chase, ran out of real estate.
Used to be a free Coke. I don't know if it still is.
Boy, that's a long time ago. They don't give free Cokes anymore. They don't do Cokes anymore. I mean, I believe they could afford to give away a free Gatorade.
Yeah, crazy.
Breaking pitch. Swing and miss, strike two. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Judson Griffin. Here's the pitch. Down in the zone, ball 1. Poor Cockrell's mixed up his pitches. He's done a good job.
Yeah, first time through, a lot of fastballs. Second time through, a lot of mix. Pitching backwards a little bit, too.
Swing and miss by Griffin. Got away from the catcher. Adcock throws down. Retires Griffin at first base. Strike out and put out at first. Trevor Fortenberry steps in. Fortenberry grounded out to the pitcher his first time up.
We had a tricky play right there. We had a ball come in from the bullpen to the first baseman. While he was making a play here, the first base umpire called time.
Wow.
Did you see that? That ball got thrown away in the bullpen.
I saw the ball being thrown back to the bullpen. I didn't see the timing of the ball coming toward Mullins at first base. Foul tip from Watts.
That's check that. You blocked a little bit.
Check that. Hey, we still got Griffin at the plate.
They sent him back up because the first base umpire called time.
Okay. So I'm working on the book.
Our bullpen catcher saved us an out right there.
Yeah. Up in the eyes of Griffin, so let's rewind that. I apologize as I was filling out the book. I didn't know the call was made. So Griffin getting another chance at it. Strike 3.
Free throws in basketball, Beckler said the ball never lies on a foul.
Yeah.
I think it happened right there, too.
So. There you go. Pretty good job of Cockrell. Didn't let him phase him. Coach Greer didn't make a deal out of it. Just told Cockrell to go to work. So Trevor Fortenberry steps in. You mentioned grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. First pitch out of the zone, ball 1. 5-2 ball game. We're in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Simpson's using a Roslin bag, and looks like we're not. They got a big Roslin bag out there.
Here's the pitch from Cockrell. Ball strike. Ball 1 strike to Fortenberry. I'll tell you what, activity still down in the Simpson bullpen, but Cockrell looking strong.
Yeah, he is.
Pitch on the way. Fouled back to the screen by Fortenberry. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He really curls that plate.
Boy, he does. He'll put his toes on the line. You know, you pitch inside to him, you're dancing with a hit batsman. 1-2 pitch. Out of half. Didn't get the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces wild here at Williams-Gillis.
Ball's out. Hands on it, but it's out.
Cockrell flying delivers. Ball in the dirt. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Pretty good pitch right there.
You know, you get the spot on the previous pitch right where the catcher set up. Obviously it was out, but then come back and chew it up. Ball 4, Fortenberry.
Down a little bit, I believe.
So Fortenberry draws the walk. 2 out walks Trevor Fortenberry. Michael Watts. Let's see if Michael can stay hot.
Kelly's asking where that 2-2 pitch was. It's hard to see high and low up here really good. He got the plate a little bit low.
You know, we're setting up above, in the grandstand. I'm almost directly behind the right-handed batter's box. Got a pretty good vantage point, but it's hard to really judge that high-low pitch, especially the low one.
Yeah, the borderline low one's really tough.
Yeah. Fortenberry down at first base. Michael Watt steps in. Whew, Fortenberry had to scramble back to first. Good throw would have got him right there. 5-2 ball game. Just can't get picked off. All strike 1. Watt. Maybe in that conversation strike right there. It's on the inside.
Down a little bit.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Bottom half, 4th inning.
Trevor hops out there. If you catching one of those hops, be a pick. He didn't do it as much that time.
Hits the right side. Oh, right off the leg of Fortenberry. Tough break right there. Watt, a sure base hit. Second baseman was covering. Fortenberry was moving. Hits Fortenberry, never saw the ball. Hit him in the leg for the 3rd out of the inning.
That's why when you coach that, you got to peek in. He never peeked. Ball's right on him.
Yeah.
Second baseman vacated. It was through.
So basically an interference, 3rd out on Fortenberry. And that'll do it for the Cougars in the bottom half of the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners were left on base. At the end of 4, Simpson Academy 5, Brookhaven Academy 2. Let's give it to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line, this is BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
A monument is more than a headstone. It's a lasting memorial. Brookhaven Monument helps families design and create unique works of art to honor your loved ones. Visit the Brookhaven Monument showroom on Highway 51 North Brookhaven. Brookhaven Monument's facility houses state-of-the-art equipment, allowing them to do all necessary work on site. Honor your loved one with a fitting memorial and ask about their pre-planning program. Brookhaven Monument, 807 Highway 51 North Brookhaven.
Call 833-5701.
Hey, this is Will Thibodeau with Sullivan Ford Lincoln, Southwest Mississippi's Ford truck headquarters. The spring sales event is on at Sullivan Ford. With tons of new inventory arriving and with trade-in values at historical all-time highs, now's the time to come trade in your ride. Your trade is worth thousands more than ever before here at Sullivan Ford. Bring your trade in and trade up to a new Ford or Lincoln while the selection is best. Come see our family here. Visit us on the World Wide Web at SullivanFordLincoln.com. Sullivan Ford Lincoln. We're better, we're proving it, and we want you to be the judge. Exit 40, Brookhaven.
Back to Williams Gillis Ballpark, top of the 5th inning. Simpson bring Bryce Simpson, Andrew Smith, Crosby Mullins, 3-4-5 for Coach Kelly Greer.
Middle of the order. We need to throw another 0 up right here, get us back in.
Yeah, this inning, Cougars, as you say, got to shut down Simpson and put some pressure on them from the offensive standpoint. First pitch on the way from Boyd. Down low out of the zone, ball 1.
I think he's probably getting close to his pitch count, too, I would imagine.
Coach Upton, I see him walking over to the official score for the Cougars. Hard hit ball, straight away center field. Park's not going to hold this one. Way beyond the center field wall. Bryce Jensen, solo home run. Almost dead center field, just to the right of the flagpole. A no-doubter.
He crushed it. Went back, breaking ball. Didn't get it. Then you're sitting on a fastball, he just missed it. So.
Well, that one jumped out of the ballpark quick.
And the flag is dead, too, so he got all of that ball.
The senior Jensen.
How deep is this park there?
Yeah, it's a smaller ballpark. I think it's about 320 down the line. Drops about 350 in the center. So it's not it does have the big wall in the center. And don't quote me on those dimensions, but not necessarily a big ballpark. But that ball travels out of most high school parks that we play in.
Crush that ball.
I mean, Jensen stepped on that one. Watts, I don't know if Watts moved on it. Just to the right of the flagpole. Well beyond the green monster in center. 6-2 ball game. Simpson out in front. Ball strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Andrew Smith. Smith reached on a base on ball. Fly ball to Carver in foul territory. Line drive center. Watts not going to get it. That one's going to go through the wall. Smith. Got a chance. Set you 2. Tags him out at second base. Good play out in outfield by Watt. So a single by Smith. 8-6.
Great hustle by Michael Watts.
Yeah, Watts didn't give up on that one. One hopper off the wall. Watts was going after it off the back. Smith tried to chase it down or turn it into a double. Tagged out easily. Single up the middle. No, tracked down by Fortenberry. Throws across the diamond to Thompson in the dirt. Couldn't make the play. So Mullins is going to reach on the error.
I think Kelly's going to run for Mullins right here. It's late in the game. You can run for him once and bring a starter back. So I think you'll get a pinch runner right here probably.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big run right out there. We need to shut that down.
So we'll get a pinch runner, a one-time pinch runner for the first baseman, Mullins.
27, man.
It's like number 27, Braden Duncan. And Duncan's been a courtesy runner.
So this will burn him if Mullins comes back in.
Yeah.
But Kelly knows it's late. I mean, he's really playing for this run right here. Up by 4, playing for that 5th run.
Gonna bring up number 12, Matt Adcock, the catcher. Adcock reached on a fielder's choice both times up. Swing and miss by Adcock. The ball's one strike, one out here. Top half of the 5th inning, 6-2 lead for Simpson. Ball strike 2. Boy, Adcock's looking for a ball right there. Easton gasping with the fastball. Got to keep an eye on Boyd. He's reached to his calf muscle a couple times, maybe cramping out there. Muggy Knight done a lot of work deep in here in game 2. A lot of pitches. Hard hit ball to the gap. Right center field. That's going to drop. Watts goes to the wall. Adcock with a stand-up double. Duncan scampers around the third base.
Ball had a lot of slice to it. Slicing away from center fielder.
I'll tell you what, Simpson Cougars have hit the ball hard. They've seen the home run. Shot off the wall that Watts makes a great play. Gets Smith down at second base trying to stretch a single to a double. And then another shot to the wall from Adcock. So runners at second and third. Lawton Kennedy steps in. Fly ball to center fielder, grounded out to the pitcher Boyd. 0 for 2 here in game 2.
Real close, Denny Beck. He's closed himself off a little bit.
Call strike 1. Of course, Kennedy's been your third baseman majority of the ball game. Short pitching stint in game 1. Ball up and out of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. In the top half of the 5th inning, Simpson 6, Brookhaven Academy 2. Winner advances, loser put a bookend on their season. Shot to second baseman Fortenberry. Throws across first to Thompson. Fortenberry threw it in the dirt. Thompson had to dig it out and pick it up barehanded. So 4-3 to retire. Kennedy. But Duncan hit from Mullins, scores from third. 7th run of the ball game for Simpson.
Good at bat by their kid. We're in on the corners, back in the middle. He just productive out, ground ball second base.
Punches it the other way. Barrett McKinney steps in. Simpson shortstop, runner down at third. Former Adcock. Cougars got to stop the bleeding right here. Off the plate, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. With the top half of the 5th, 7-2 ball game. 5-run margin for Simpson. Foul out of play. McKinney.
So you're a little scared to throw your breaking ball here because we're runner at third, so we got 2 fastballs to this hitter. And it's 8-hole, too, so.
Watts moved over toward the gap. Griffin in right field moving to the right field gap. Ball is hit to the right field gap right at Griffin. Had him positioned well, and he'll retire McKinney for the third out of the inning. Fly ball to the right field to Griffin, but not before Simpson could score 3 runs on 3 hits. 1 Cougar error, and 1 runner was left on base. At the end of 4 1/2 innings of play, Simpson Academy 7, Brookhaven Academy 2. Let's get it to the studio. 1 minute down the line. This is BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
Flooring Warehouse of Brookhaven is pleased to announce they now have 2 locations to serve you. 805 Brookway Boulevard and also Highway 51 South in the former J&B Tile location. They have you covered with cutting-edge materials from countertops to floor coverings. Get in-house fabrication, unparalleled installation, and stunning design. From remodels to new construction, get fast, friendly service at Flooring Warehouse of Brookhaven on Brookway Boulevard at 601-265-2372 and Flooring Warehouse of Brookhaven and Natural Stone, Highway 51 South, 601-833-4005.
There's nothing small about the heart of your business. It's why your employees aren't just employees, they're family. We can help you protect them like family. For 175 years, that's been the legacy of New York Life Insurance Company. Simply call Kelly Allred, your local New York Life agent. Kelly can be reached at 601-833-0604 or at newyorklife.com. He will help you put your love into action for your business, your employees, and can even do it for your family, too.
We're back here at Williams-Gillis Ballpark. Avery Griffin, Colin Walter, Dylan Fortenberry, 9-1-2 for Brookhaven Academy. They've got work to do. Trailing by 5 runs. Move it into the bottom half of the 5th inning. Of course, the Cougars took game 1 to force a game 3. And a decisive game 3 it is. The winner advances. The loser will call it a season. Griffin with a line drive to the second baseman. Barry, his first time up. And on his hand, ball 1. You talked about it earlier. Cougars really crowd the plate, coach, and that one was up under the hands of Griffin.
Yeah,
almost got him.
You're down by 5. You really need to take that, to be honest with you. Don't wave your feet.
Well, I couldn't have did that.
I couldn't either. Sounds easy up here, doesn't it?
Jeff, go ahead and take one for the team.
Yeah, 82 right in the rib cage.
That's right. So back in high school, you couldn't hit me with a shotgun.
Mm-mm.
I could move. Whiteford to the right side. Goes past the first baseman. Mullins in between first and second base. So Griffin.
Good job getting on right there.
Yeah, that's big. Get your leadoff man on. Can bring up Colin Walter. Dylan Fortenberry on deck. Walter struck out in the first, walked in the third, scored in the third. First pitch fly ball, center fielder Jensen. He'll count under it. Fly 8, first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Dylan Fortenberry. 1 for 2 here in game 2, 2 hits in game 1. Also an RBI here in game 2.
Playing with 8 outs.
You know, and this is part of the ball game. Cougars start counting those outs.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just something that happens. Check swing, Fortenberry. Ball was in the dirt. Griffin scampers down to second base on the loose ball in front of Adcock. Check swing, strike on Fortenberry. So Griffin singles and swipes second base. A wild pitch. Adcock just couldn't handle it in the dirt. Makes the throw. No balls, 1 strike to Fortenberry. Breaking pitch. Strike 2.
Only 2 good breaking pitches started on.
Here's the pitch to Fortenberry.
It's the spot there. They're trying to go up, change his eye level, and sail tie right down the middle.
Fortenberry pulls that one harmlessly over into the Cougar dugout. Cockrell looks into Adcock. Griffin down at second, one out in the inning. Pitch low and away. 1 ball, 2 strike to Fortenberry.
Like a change up. He changes his arm angle a little bit there. It's a good pitch on that lefty there. Run it down and away from him.
All out of half. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Wow. Got to punch him on that. A lot of umpires don't have a hard time calling a pitch 0-0 or 0-1, but they have a hard time punching people out.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a mentality. It's human nature. You hate to punch somebody out. But that was a good pitch right there.
Yeah. Fortenberry fouls that one out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The conversation between Coach Greer and the home plate umpire about that last pitch.
Yeah, it's going to be game changing.
Fortenberry produces right here.
All never long.
Boy, I tell you what, Patrick Cockles has come back and had the situation last inning, had to re-pitch a strikeout. Came back and did it right here. Already had a strikeout, came back and got Fortenberry. Gaston Thompson steps in. 1 for 2 in this ball game. With an RBI. Swing and a miss, strike 1. To the B8 junior. Cockle. Coach Slaughter was a breaking pitch right there, out of half.
All right, Gorax.
That was hard to hit.
It is.
Thompson. Late breaker.
Fast ball up right here.
Got it down. Thompson fouled it over the screen.
Gets that spot twice. He's having a hard time elevating it, which when you're pitching like he's pitching, you may not want to elevate it.
Yeah.
He's throwing really well.
Yeah, Adcock was real intent on getting a high pitch right there. Timeout is called as the Damon Academy bullpen crew makes their way back to the dugout.
It's tough on the catcher when you go fastball up. It goes like chin high.
All out of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Thompson. That one's on the outer half. Not there.
Ball's out there.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Nothing to argue with right there.
No.
Good spot, but just not one you're going to get. That's on the, that one's on the batter's box. Griffin out at second after the single. Stolen base. Here's to Thompson. Foul ball. Got away from the catcher, Adcock. Thompson got a piece of it. Knocked it into the carpet. Here at home plate. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Thompson. 2 outs in the inning. Gonna foul that one. It's gonna work out a play. We'll back it up, do it one more time. Tarver waiting his chance on deck.
I need to get him those men on.
7-2 ball game. Simpson out front by 5. We're in the 5th inning. Bottom half.
We need 3 runs this inning, somehow, some way.
Here's the pitch from Cockrell. Thompson. There's another one out of play.
I haven't seen Caston play a whole lot. Looks like he's kind of jumping at the ball a little bit. He just let it travel and get to him. Maybe that's a normal swing, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, he can get out on that front foot a little bit. Lunge at it.
Kind of pulling his hands through.
Yeah, then the next time he stays back on it and he can smash one. Breaking pitch out of the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
That's good at bat going here, though.
Yeah, first base open, Griffin down at second base. Cougars trying to claw their way back into this one. 7-2 ball game. We're in the fifth. Cockrell looks in, comes to the plate. Now it's out of his zone. Thompson makes his way down to first base via the walk. Trenton Tarver, catcher, comes to the plate.
Huge at bat right here.
Yeah.
So if they can run into something right here, make it 7-5, that'd be big.
Of course, Tarver Jr., we've got one of his first next-level offers this past week, rehabbing a knee injury, but he's back to what I would say almost full speed.
Yeah.
You know, he's the type of guy that's not going to tell you. He's going to tell you every day, I'm good.
Yeah, hard nose. Don't need a back kick to first base right here. First base is slipping in. Caster's getting a big secondary lead. No back kick.
Oh, a snap throw down there to first base.
Yeah.
Tarver just missed that one off the face mask of Adcock.
Gotta let him hit here.
Yeah. Give him a chance. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the field. Cougars. That one may have got home plate umpire again. I thought he got Adcock. Adcock with a complimentary visit out there to the pitcher, Cockrell.
I think he got both of them.
Yeah, one of them took it off the mask. I believe both participants behind the plate have their faculties about them. Here's the pitch to Tarver.
Man, little girl standing right by the net, batting for Graves for a little bit. Man, it's tough. It's one of those signs that when you go to those big league games, don't you? College too, liability issues.
Yeah, I tell you what, had a couple of youngsters standing, down around the on deck circle, right beyond the netting. Tarver, in the humidity of the night, sweat, bat flies out of his hands, just missed one of the youngsters.
Coach up and class back, walked over and checked on her.
Yeah.
Down 7-2 and a play in, stay alive game. He walked over and checked on her. That's class back.
Priorities, Coach.
Yeah.
You know, you got to check on everybody in and around the ballpark. Tarver, hard hit, third base. Steps on the bag, and that's going to do it for the Cougars. So 5 unassisted retires Avery Griffin down at third base and closes the 5th inning for Brookhaven Academy. At the end of 5, Simpson Academy 7, Brookhaven Academy 2. Let's give it to the studio for 1 minute. A minute down the line, it's BA Baseball, CougarsLive.org and B92.
Whether you like to spend a day in the woods hunting or out on the lake fishing, 51 Pawn and Gun has what you need. Guns, ammo, fishing supplies, and lots more. And get your hunting and fishing license at 51 Pawn and Gun. 51 Pawn and Gun also carries a great selection of jewelry and electronics. Check out the selections and the deals. 51 Pawn and Gun, Highway 51 between Pocatello and Brookhaven. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 5, and Saturday, 8 till noon. Call 835-2661 for 51 Pawn and Gun.
For the freshest seafood this side of the Gulf, come to K&B Seafood in Brookhaven. K&B Seafood has live or boiled crawfish, oysters, and fresh boiled shrimp and crabs. K&B Seafood carries a great selection for fish lovers. Fresh catfish, salmon, tuna, amberjack, red snapper, and more. K&B Seafood also takes special orders for any event. Call 601-990-2055. Most major credit cards and EBT cards accepted. K&B Seafood, 307 Highway 51 North Brookhaven. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. Follow them on Facebook for specials.
Back there at Williams Gillis, Avery Griffin's going to move to the pitcher's mound for Brookhaven Academy, so close the book on Easton Boyd. Boyd's going to slide over to shortstop and fill Griffin's position there. So flip-flop. Boyd and Griffin. 8 hits given up by Boyd. winning pitcher in game 1, 16 pitches in short relief.
He did a good job.
Yeah,
he gave us a chance. So had a couple of errors. So really, it should have been 5-2. And when you get into game 3, I mean, you really got to score some runs and outslow somebody. And their guys done a good job too. So.
Yeah, Cockrell's done a good job.
Both these games have had good tempo to them. Even with runs scored, good tempo.
Yeah, it's been good baseball, fun games to watch, and well coached, good decisions by the coaches. Players, for the most part, have made most of the plays out in the field that they should make, the routine. Saw some pretty good hitting, especially in game 1.
Well, we got our 9-hole guy on to start the inning, see if they get theirs on. Got 9-1-2 coming up. Both teams playing with 6 outs. So
Watkins 1 for 2. Single back in the second, struck out in the fourth. Avery Griffin on the hill, the freshman, moving in from shortstop. Stares down Watkins and delivers. Wow.
A little loud, I guess.
Well, hats off to Trenton Tarver. Did a lot of work behind the plate tonight. And again, just bouncing back from the knee injury and surgery. And, you know.
I wonder if Avery has a hard time seeing, because Trenton, instead of giving the sign between the legs now, is giving it on the arm. Different. So.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Sometimes people have a hard time seeing sometimes.
Yeah. So sometimes you see a lot of the catchers, they'll paint their fingernails white.
Yeah. Paint, everything else.
Kind of a dusty night here at Williams-Gillis. Check swing.
Check it.
Yeah. Ball, strike 1. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Warner Watkins.
Thought he went, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. I thought it was obvious check swing. Breaking pitch went low into the dirt. Tried to pull back on it. Got the call down from the first base umpire. Good pitch by Griffin. Watkins fouled it off into the turf batter circle.
Young man's getting a lot of good work to be a ninth grader.
Yeah, he's a gamer.
Throw him in the foul early. I think Samuel Evans got a lot of good playing time this year, too.
Yeah. Look it out of the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Warner Watkins in the top half of the 6th inning. Simpson out front 7-2 over the home-standing Brookhaven Academy Cougars. Activity in the Simpson bullpen. Good at bat for Watkins. Draws the walk. So he'll move down to first base. Barry steps in.
Got to play for the bunt right here. I imagine they're trying to add a run. You can add right here, speed.
Yeah, left-handed hitting Barry. Of course, again, like you said earlier, that leaves a big hole over here on the right side. With Thompson holding the runner on, so they let him swing.
Or if he could drag on it between first and second, you'd have a hit, too. I would run him over right here, I think, which I don't know their kids. Kelly coaches them every day. I just like to get a run right here.
7-2 ball game. Simpson leadoff walk here in the top half of the 6th inning. Leadoff batter, Brentley Berry, with Watkins down at first.
Get him on the foot.
Wow.
I think they're obviously taking till they get a strike.
Not sure right there. Barry is making his way down to first base like the ball had hit him on the foot.
Kelly's not arguing. Kelly wants him to hit. Technically, he gets a strike anyways, 3-0.
3 balls, no strike to Barry. Here's the pitch from Griffin. Call strike 1. Hitter's count right here. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner down at first base, so big gap for the left-handed hitting Barry.
I think he's taking again. He gave him one finger. No.
That's the one pitch.
Yeah.
Got to be perfect.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Check that. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Brindley Barry. Second baseman for Simpson. Warner Watkins down at first. Cougars trying to muster an out right here.
The umpire's got it 2-2. He went 2-2 also.
Okay. Up and out of his own. So now it's 3-2. Giant jumped ahead of everyone concerned.
Yeah. This is a big pitch right here.
Yeah.
Don't want to go first and second, nobody out. Runner's not moving, I don't think.
Out of his own. Griffin just looks to try to place that one, kind of aim it.
He looks a little different out of the stretch.
Yeah.
Typical young pitcher.
Probably want to get a visit from Coach Caleb Upton. I'll tell you what, let's give it back to the studio. Let's take a quick break. Let's do 30 seconds. 30 seconds down the line. We'll be back just around the corner. BA Baseball, CougarsLive.org, B92.
Take your choice, conventional fuel or ethanol. You'll find both at RB Oil Oil, Highway 51 North Brookhaven. Drive on in. RB Oil Oil will pump your gas for you. And for all of your petroleum needs, you can always depend on RB Oil Oil. They're open Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. till 7 p.m. and Saturdays from 5 a.m. till 2 p.m. RB Oil Oil Company, Highway 51 North Brookhaven, where service still matters. Call 833-6721 for RB Oil Oil.
And we're back. Quick visit to the mound from Coach Caleb Upton. 2 runners on via the walk. Barry over at first. Watkins down at second. Carter Cockrell steps in. 1 hit here in game 2, 1 for 3. Griffin looks in. High and tight, ball 1.
If you bunt him here, then it opens up first base, and you could intentionally walk 3 holes. That's probably why he's not bunting, because he wants this guy on deck to be able to hit, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that hit the home run a while ago, isn't he?
Yeah.
Or he's taking until he gets a strike, and he may bunt now.
1 ball, 1 strike. Connor Cockrell. Watkins at second. Barry over at first base. 2 walks in the inning for Brookhaven Academy. Chopped in the ground. It's going to roll. Going to have to tap it foul. And they do. Boy, that one could have been trouble.
That was a hit. Swing and bunt hit if it stays fair.
Absolutely. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cockrell. He'll take his time coming back to the plate. Simpson pitcher. Not going to get in a hurry right here.
No, he's not. He's supposed to get a 2 ball right here.
Griffin looks in, gets a signal from Tarver, checks the runner at second base. He'll come to the plate, breaking pitch. In the hole. An advanced runner, base hit to the left side, just under the glove of Boyd. We got a single for Simpson.
Both the infielders were working the runner second, so we had 4-hole and 6-hole open there.
So we'll get a pinch runner. Number 8, Sawyer done. Going to come in and run for the pitcher, Aqua.
Courtesy runner because 17 and for Crosby Mullen while ago.
But Burnt Duncan, kind of been the game courtesy runner throughout. So Dunn down at first, Barry at second, Watkins down at third, Simpson threatening again. No outs here in the 6th.
We're 4 tight. Infield in. Trying to cut down a run here.
One strike on Bryce Jensen, hit the tape measure home run his last time up to center field, and no doubter. Here's the pitch from Griffin. Breaking pitch. Got away with it. Left it up high. Jensen fouled it over the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. No outs. Bases are loaded. 7-2 ball game. Simpson out front and threatening.
We need something good to happen right here.
Mm-hmm. Breaking pitch. Griffin stayed up again with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Griffin looks in, infield drawn in. Here's the pitch. Fouled over the right side.
I've pitched most of my career. I never worried about anybody hitting the ground ball back at me, but when I had to play first or third, I hated going infield in. I don't know why. But you do.
You know, my senior year, I was forced into first base, and you're right. So you get a big lefty up there, and you're playing with one bag, and you have to draw in on the grass. It's a little dicey up there. Swinging a miss, strike 3. The big hours out. Good pitch there by Griffin. Hits a strikeout.
You only need your double play ball now. You go back in the middle, you're going to stay 4 tight. Left-handed batter doesn't run great. We threw him out at second a while ago on the ball to the fence, but I don't know. He may have jogged it out of the box. I went and watched it.
Andrew Smith, 1 for 2 in this ball game. He's got a walk, fly ball to the catcher, and a single.
He's probably going back in the middle right here, trying to get those.
He's the one hit the single to the wall and was going to second. Got to avoid that right here. Out of half. Off the plate. Ball 1.
Tarver did a good job trying to frame this a little too far out.
I believe the Simpson faithful would have lost their glue on that.
Yeah.
They would have got that call. Ball 2. Griffin trying to work on the outside. Watt shaded a little bit to the right side. Fortenberry several steps toward left center.
2 of those hitters count was tough. Shook him off.
Yeah, same spot, out and a half. 3 balls, no strikes. Andrew Smith. We want to make him earn it right here. Let's see if Griffin can come back.
Out of time, I figure he's just standing there on his pitch.
Mm-hmm. Call strike 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Andrew Smith, bases loaded for Simpson. Watkins, Berry, and Cockrell. Here's the pitch from Griffin. Lazy fly ball to Fortenberry in left field. Dillon's going to have to make a run. Can't get to it. Falls in front of him. Advances the runners. So a single for Andrew Smith. Scores Watkins from third. Berry advances to third. Cockrell to second, and Smith down to first base on the RBI single. You know, and we talked about it just before that pitch. Dillon was shifted almost to left center field. He was to the right side of the scoreboard, and that one was, left of his normal left field position. It was a lazy fly ball. Hit about 10 feet in front of him. Really had no chance.
Yeah. That's one of those balls that's going to stick when it hits and not keep rolling. So he might could have dove for it, but it's hard to tell from here. I think it was pretty good ways in front of it.
Yeah. 8-2 ball game. Crosby Mullen steps in with the bases loaded. Shot right up the middle. That's the infield in. Single. Yep. By Mullen.
Double play ball if you're back.
Yeah. So Berry scores. Cockrell moves to third. Smith moves to second base, and Crosby Mullins with his third hit of the ball game for Simpson and another RBI. 9-2 ball game. No out, 1 out in the inning. Going to bring up Matt Adcock. Here's the pitch from Griffin. Down in his own, ball 1.
Avery has a pitch bad. He's gotten soft contact. They just found a couple of holes.
Mm-hmm.
Scout the guy that hit the fly ball in front of Dylan, and then he gets a weak ground ball right there, but we're in. So a little bad luck on this part.
Yeah. Lazy fly ball and a slow roller up the middle with the infield in. And that one pulled by Adcock over into the Simpson dugout, and they scatter.
Yeah, this ball was down and in a little bit. Tough pitch to hit 2-0.
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded for Simpson. Cougars looking to cut off everything they can at the plate. Can't give up another run. Trailing by 7 here in the top of the 6th. Fly ball to the infield. No, check that. That's the infield fly.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. Didn't hear anybody call it.
Great play by Easton. He's over in the 6th hole. He goes all the way across the bag and catches that ball.
Yeah. He and Fortenberry cross lanes over there. Boy, had a good beat on it. Called everybody off. Your infield quarterback is your shortstop, and boy, it took over right there. So Adcock. Fly ball to Boyd. Lawton Kennedy steps in, 2 outs, bases loaded for Simpson. 9-2 ball game. Pitch up and out of his own, ball 1.
This guy kind of cuts himself off a little bit. If he hits it, he's not going to hit it down the right field line, I would think.
Yeah, really got a closed stance. I don't know. He wasn't looking at the right field line on that one.
No, he was trying to yank that.
His head was over at the Simpson bus on that one and left. He was trying to.
Somebody retrieved the foul ball, so the umpire's got to call time to go get it.
Does that make your strike zone big? Next pitch.
Aggravating.
6th inning of a doubleheader.
Yeah.
You're chasing foul ball. Here's the pitch from Griffin. Pretty good spot to miss. 2 balls, 1 strike. Went with the breaking pitch out of the zone.
Got some late action on that breaking ball. Got a little bite to it.
Hard hit ball. Fortenberry late chase. Can't get to it. Shoot it all. 1 run scores. 2 run score. Run the lead to 11-2.
He missed that spot. Missed down and in. He really turned on that pitch.
The Lawton Kennedy with a double. Their 13th hit of the ball game. It's going to bring up number 6, the ninth batter of the inning, Barrett McKinney. McKinney looking for his first hit for the ball game. That's going to draw a visit from Coach Caleb Upton. See if he asks for the baseball, and he does. Going to go to Colin Waldrop. So Griffin, he'll shift back to shortstop. Waldrop will come to the mound. Boyd slide over to third base. 11-2 ball game. Simpson in command here in the top half of the 6th inning. Let's give it to the studio for 2 minutes. 2 minutes while we have a pitching change. This is BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
Our community deserves a healthcare system that is committed to your care and prepared to serve you in every phase of your life. At King's Daughters Medical Center, we're ready to care for every patient who needs us, when they need us. We work around the clock to ensure that when that time comes, you get safe and reliable medical care. Because our focus is on you, and we are ready to give you personal, exceptional care. King's Daughters Medical Center, caring for our community like no one else can.
Our youth sports programs are an important part of our community. Rex Lumber is proud to be a supporter of youth sports. As in sports, teamwork is an important part of any business and community effort. Rex Lumber supports our community and is pleased to be a part of the team helping Lincoln County grow. And a big thank you to all the players, coaches, family, and supporters who make it all happen. Go teams! Rex Lumber is with you all the way.
C&W Homes in Vicksburg has new 2021 Deer Valley Capper, Buccaneer, and Sunshine. Homes arriving daily. Come see the fantastic new designs and conventional home look. At C&W Homes, you buy factory direct. That means you save big. Price includes standard delivery and setup, central heat and air, and vinyl skirting. C&W Homes will not be undersold. C&W Homes, Highway 61 South, Vicksburg. Online, cwmobilehomes.com. Call 800-748-9056. Like them on Facebook. C&W Homes, Highway 61 South, Vicksburg.
King's Daughters Medical Center and Brookhaven Urology are pleased to announce the addition of Dr. Joel Duff to their medical staff. Dr. Duff specializes in general urology, kidney stones, men's and women's urological health, and diagnosing and treating urologic cancers. Don't let these health issues restrict your lifestyle and keep you from enjoying life with your family and friends. Dr. Duff and the staff at Brookhaven Urology are here to serve your needs. To make your appointment, call 601-833-5713 today.
And we're back to Williams Gillis Ballpark. 11-2 ball game. Simpson has broken loose here in the top half of the sixth inning. 4 runs in the inning. Colin Waldrop takes over pitching duties for the Cougars. Calls strike one. Barrett McKinney steps in for Simpson. 9th batter of record this inning for Simpson Academy. The pitch from Waldrop, fouled back to the screen, so ahead 0-2 early. Open strikes. Crosby Mullins down at third base. Walton Kennedy out at second base after the double, 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Waldrop. Swing and a miss, strike 3 out in front. Throw down to first, in the dirt, or throw to first. Perfect. Pitch was in the dirt, strike 3. Good job by Tarver blocking it up and throwing to Thompson down at first base to record. Third out of the inning. Simpson brings 9 players to the plate, picks up 4 runs on 4 hits. No Cougar errors and 2 runners were left on base. So at the end of 5.5, Simpson Academy 11, Brookhaven Academy 2. Let's give it to the studio for 1 minute down the line. This is the baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92. 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 2. At the bottom of the 6th, boy, kind of a panic attack right there.
Yeah, bottom of 6. We got 6 outs to play with. Down by 9. We got to chip away right here.
Easton Boyd, Judson Griffin, Trevor Fortenberry. 3, 4, 5. We'll check that 5, 6, 7 for Brookhaven Academy.
Colin did a good job coming in and getting that out because they scored those 2 right there. It could have been mercy rule if we don't scratch here.
Mm-hmm. Pitch on the way to Boyd, high and out of the zone.
Those ball warriors just want this kid to pump strikes.
Oh, yeah.
9-run leads.
That one's going to work. Outer half, 2 balls, no strikes. Ball, strike 1.
He has a BP fastball. He took a little bit off. Just got to make people hit. And you got to lead like this. Don't open doors for him.
Swing miss. Boy, that was right into the face mask of the home plate umpire. That's the 3rd time he's been hit tonight.
Sure has.
Another foul tip.
Got his chin throat guard again. When you umpire and you work in the slot, you get inside, because a lot of times when you do that, you can see the pitch better, and you see every pitch the same. But also, if they foul it off, they're usually getting, if you get hit there, it's usually off the handle, so it's not as bad. But he's got him squared up a couple times.
So I'll tell you what, it's a rough night. Coach Spring back out to do work on the chin strap, if you will, or throat protector. Tell you what, rough night out.
It's been a good umpire game, though. They've done a good job.
Yeah, they've done solid work tonight. We mentioned it earlier. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Easton Boyd. Cotler out for his 6th inning of work. Off the mark, 3-2 count. All important leadoff batter and Boyd.
Got to get some base runners to have a chance.
Shot up the middle, fielded by Barry. Throws across the sky. Good play out there by Blinton. Barry back in, slow roller across the mound toward the second base diag. Good plant, Coach. Strong throw to first.
Yeah,
to retire Boyd.
Sports Center play right there. Really good play right in there behind the mound. Pitcher, I thought he was going to field it. He couldn't get his glove down quick enough.
Here's the pitch from Cottrell. Ball strike 1 to Griffin. Judson Griffin, that is. Right fielder in this particular ball game. Swinging miss from Griffin. In a hole. No balls, 2 strikes.
We need to put something up here. I know Ole Miss scored 8 on LSU the other day, but we need to get some runs here to give us a chance at a 7th.
Player we've seen a lot, Kemper Alderman. Walk-off home run, I believe, in that ball game.
Sure did.
Played over at Newton Academy.
Said they were going to redshirt him. He's been hitting the ball so good in practice. He said he had to put him in.
Yeah. Came up aces. I believe they tied the ball game with a home run, and then Alderman won it.
Yeah.
In the bottom of the inning.
I never saw him hit much because we intentionally walked him about every hit back.
Pitched around him so much. You're exactly right. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Griffin. Player down the right side. Mullins lays chase. Diving stab. Barry tries to make a play behind the first base area, about midway out into the outfield, up against the screen in foul territory. Couldn't call it in. Good hustle play by Barry.
That would have been 2 Sports Center plays in a row.
I tell you.
That play right there cost Arkansas a national championship 2 years ago. If they catch that ball, they win the national championship.
One ball, 2 strikes. Judson Griffin, 1 out in the inning. Here's the pitch to Griffin. Fly ball, center field. It's going to drop for a base hit for Judson Griffin. Timely hit for Griffin. 2 outs, 1 out single for Judson. You know, another youngster, 10th grader. Seen a lot of action for the Cougars. Got a lot of good action ahead of him.
Yeah, he played as 8th grader, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. Part of that state championship team.
Trevor's a 10th grader also. Easton.
Watch maybe a junior.
I think he's a junior.
Yeah, but still, a lot of players coming back for the Cougars. Let's not write them off yet, but big hill to climb. 1 ball, no strikes to Fortenberry. We're to Fortenberry. Griffin done it first after the single. Call strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike to the Cougars' second baseman.
No outs on the bases. They got 5 outs to play with. Get back on line drive.
Now back on the screen.
It's off the catcher there. Catcher and umpire had a tough night.
I tell you what, a lot of foul tips. They have taken a beating back there. Thank goodness for that face mask. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Fortenberry. Up in the zone. Yeah, that one's up and out of the zone.
A lot of these umpires are calling junior college a small school now. If you call that pitch in college, they'll beat you up. They want the ball down.
Yeah.
Because guys are throwing so hard now, they can't catch up, so they don't want anything up called.
Here's the pitch from Cockrell. Up and out of the zone. So 2 runners on. And that may be the night for Carter Cockrell. I think he's exhausted his allotment of pitches. He's exceeded 110 pitches, but he is allowed to finish that at bat.
That's good well, didn't it?
Right here.
Got a 5 hit. 5 in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, we're showing him with, they're showing him a game changer, 109 pitches. He could pitch to the next batter and finish that at bat, but I think it's in the mind of Coach Greer, just wants to go ahead and make a clean break right here. Let's do a quick recap of this particular ball game. Simpson Academy put up 3 runs in the 2nd inning, 2 runs in the 3rd, 2 runs in the 5th, and 4 runs in the 6th, for their total of 11. But Brookhaven Academy picked up their only 2 runs to the ball game in the 3rd inning. So 11-2 ball game, 13 hits for Simpson, 5 hits for Brookhaven Academy, 2 errors on the scoreboard for the homestanding Cougars.
They've been able to add and keep adding, and it's hard to do anything for somebody when they're adding. Easton did put a couple of zeros up.
He did.
I think in the 4th and the 5th, maybe. Gave us a chance, but we just couldn't get that big hit. We had Tarver up one time with runners on 1st and 2nd. Hard ground ball to the 3rd baseman. He made a good play on it. So we've scattered 5 hits in our order, and they bunched some up. So
trying to pick up the number of the pitcher out.
It's either 10 or 18, Dave.
Boy,
I think it's 18.
Let's see what we got right here on Colin Jenkins. Infielder pitcher. This is a 9th grader.
Okay. Good looking kid. Got a low velocity, got a good breaking ball.
So Colin Jenkins in for Cockrell. Scattered 5 hits in 5 and 1/3 inning of work for the Cockrell.
We could get these 2 guys on and flip the order back over and run one out of here, tighten it back up.
Michael Watt steps in. I'll tell you what, Rich's pitch right there.
Yeah, well,
you're coming in with a 9-run lead. There's a little sense of relaxation there, but he pumped that one. Good velocity right down Main Street. 4 pitches, 2 strikes.
We'll probably take until we get a strike, trying to get some runners. That 2nd pitch is a good pitcher's pitch, tough pitch. Michael needs to try to reach right here.
Mm-hmm. Breaking pitch. 3 pitches, strikeout. 2nd out of the inning. Avery Griffin will step in for Brookhaven Academy. I tell you what, like I said, I've talked with Coach Greer, and he talked about his young ball club on the other side, on the home side, the home Cougars. A lot of good baseball will be seen between these 2 guys, these 2 teams. Years to come. Pitch on the way, out of the zone. Cockrell signal to Adcock. My bad on that one. Just tried to overthrow it. Adcock had to go out in the other batter's box and catch that one, keep it off the screen.
Trevor's getting a huge lead at first. We don't need a blow-behind back kick here.
2 balls, no strikes. Now, here's the question. I do think Simpson, in the reclassification, they are moving to the North Division next year. So they'll be in our, what will be 5A division, but they're going to be playing the North in the district with Leak and those surrounding schools in that area.
Hartfield moved up too, didn't they? They're moving up to 6A.
Yeah, Hartfield moved up. Hillcrest moved down. Kind of strong this year in baseball, but Simpson, long time foe of ours in the South Division. They'll be moving up to the North, at least for basketball and baseball. Shot down the right side by Griffin.
I think we got enough coming back to be legitimate contenders next year.
We'll be in the division with Columbia, the Louisiana squads, Bowling Green, Silliman, and Forest, if I'm not mistaken.
Columbia was real young this year. A lot of young kids.
Fouled off into the dirt by Griffin. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And I don't think you'll see them flirt with Fortenberry over at first, but he is getting a tremendous lead.
I would have to take a shot down there for a minute.
Yeah. Don't want Mullins to slide in there behind him.
Yeah, he's got a huge lead. He's getting a big secondary lead, too.
So for the Cougars in the bottom half of the 6th inning, no runs, 1 hit, no Simpson errors, and 2 runners left on base. At the end of 6 complete, Simpson Academy 11, Brookhaven Academy 2. Get to the studio for 1 minute down the line. It's the baseball, CougarsLive.org and B92.
Extend your banking hours with MyTeller from Trustmark in Brookhaven. Find MyTeller machines downtown across from the Inez and in Lincoln Plaza. Available 7 till 7 Monday through Friday and 9 till noon Saturday. MyTeller connects you to a live teller who can help you make deposits and withdrawals, cash checks to the penny, make loan payments and withdrawals, and answer balance inquiries. Just touch the screen to get started. MyTeller also functions as a 24-hour-a-day ATM. MyTeller from Trustmark Bank in Brookhaven, downtown and in Lincoln Plaza. 7 till 7 Monday through Friday, 9 till noon Saturday. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome to your 2 hometown Sears stores, Highway 51 North Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven, and 5547 High 55 South in Byram. Shop for great deals on appliances, tools, lawnmowers, and more. Save on leading brands like Kenmore, Samsung, LG, Whirlpool, and GE. Get a hometown service at your locally owned Sears, High 55 South in Byram. Call 769-251-5033 and Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven, 833-5811. Both stores open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. and noon till 5 on Sunday.
Back to Williams-Gillis Ballpark, 7th inning. Simpson will bring to the plate Warner Watkins. Looks like we're going to get number 18 batting for Watkins. Colin Jenkins, who came in to pitch. So Watkins was lifted from Jenkins.
Colin versus Colin here, Bick.
Mm-hmm. Jenkins, of course, came in to pitch that last couple of batters. Did a good job, the 9th grader. His first time at the plate. Waldrop, high fastball over the head of Tarver. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the top half of the 7th inning. Rolling out of the zone. 2 balls, no strikes to Jenkins. Three balls, no strikes. Colin Jenkins. I'm sure you have the take all the way right here.
Yeah. Colin Waldrop, get back in there. Kenny Strong for us. He's had a great career here.
Mm-hmm. Call strike one, 3 balls, 1 strike. Out of play, so good battle back right here from Walter.
Sure is. See if he can finish him off right here.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Top half of the 7th inning. Cougars trailing by 9. Big hill to climb for Brookhaven Academy. Pitch from Walter. Jenkins spoils it. Taps it down the third base side. Foul territory.
Sound like catcher obstruction on there.
I thought the same. Yeah, yeah, just a little tap tap.
Sounded like it.
High fly ball, center field. Watts settles under it, makes the play. So good job by Walter right there. Coming back, 3-0 count. Battled, got the fly ball out.
It was. He's probably got a lot going through his mind right now. Maybe my last time to ever pitch on this field. All that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Took him a minute to settle back in, but he got back in there.
Brantley Berry steps in. Show bunt. Boy, you hate to see a bunt right here.
Yeah.
Boyd was playing behind the bag, and maybe that was just to move him in a little bit. Call strike 1. Breaking pitch, call strike 2. That's a 9-run. That's a 9-run strike right there.
It is. I was thinking the same thing, but you got to. It's close enough.
Yeah. This point in the ball game.
Yeah, he didn't call that. It was 3-2.
Hard hit ball down the right side. That's going to be a base hit to the corner to Griffin. Griffin. Boy, I tell you what, the grass just ate that ball up as Griffin made his way down to the line. Just chilled it out there and had to run a lot farther. So a double.
Good play by Griffin and good base running by the hitter.
Yeah.
Also out of the box.
You see where Griffin, he's set up, he's having to run, almost 35, 40 yards just to get to the line, and then the grass ate it up. So a double by Barry Cockrell, Carter Cockrell, pitcher of record, steps in.
Same thing. If it were 3-2, we'd probably be playing no doubles there. 11-2, nobody's thinking about it.
2 balls, no strikes to Cockrell.
Colin pitched Tuesday, didn't he?
Yeah, he came in and relief in the 5th. Flare down the right side. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the top half of the 7th inning, Cougars trailing 11-2. The Cougars of Simpson. Up and out of the zone, 3 balls, 1 strike. I tell you what, I'd almost, I know we're down to the end, but Trenton's really laboring back there, and he's had to catch off of one knee, and that's just a situation. Slowly over to Griffin. Wow, what a play by Griffin.
Yeah, good play.
Trying to throw to first. That's one you probably need to hold that runner at second base, but Griffin tried to make a running backhand and a hop throw to first base. Got it to Thompson on time, but just up the line.
That's where you got to know who your runner is, and then could have arm fake right there and gone back to second. Because that kid took third so quick, probably would have got him.
Mm-hmm. Infield single from Cockrell.
Avery's a junior. He'll arm fake right there. Yeah, that guy's second.
Here's a pitch from Walter.
Yeah, Walter is laboring.
Yeah. Here's a pitch from Walter. Check swing. One ball, one strike, one out. Top half of the seventh inning. 2 runners on for Simpson. Cockrell down at second. Barry over at third. Just off the plate, breaking pitch, 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 hits in the inning for Simpson. Down off the end of the bat. Over toward the Cougar dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Walbert trying to muster up a strikeout right here. Bryce Jensen. So full count to Jensen. Andrew Smith stands in on deck. Here's the pitch from Waldrop. Up out of zone. Ball 4. That's going to load the bases for Simpson. So Andrew Smith, 1 out, bases loaded.
That ran for him last time, still the inning. We're going to play back in the middle here on the corners now.
Hopefully roll one over in the middle. Griffin and Fortenberry. Waldrop trying to find the strike zone. High fly ball, infield fly rule is in effect. Can go to Fortenberry. He makes the play. Out number 2, so Crosby Mullins steps in 3 for 3 in this ball game. Had a home run in game 1. Big day for Mullins.
Sure is. Real big day.
Here's the pitch from Waldrop. That ball still traveled. Another home run from Crosby Mullins, a grand slam. A no-doubter again from Crosby Mullins. 4 for 4 with a grand slam. Wow.
Winston's over there coaching. You know he's excited.
Oh, yeah. Cloud 9. I tell you what, and Crosby just shakes hand and moves his way to the dugout.
Yeah, so he's supposed to be.
You know, golly, he stepped on that one. Another no-doubter from Mullins.
Thing I liked about it, he acted like he'd done it before.
Yeah.
I hate guys that act like they haven't done it before.
Talked to his mom, Keisha, after game 1, and I said, hey, big hit. And she said, yeah, there's nobody on base. I guess you got her wish on that one.
Yeah, great player.
Yeah, big hit for Mullins. 15-2 ball game. Simpson looking to advance to the next round. Most likely they'll face off against Hartfield Academy. They were winning their game 1. Haven't got a score on that game yet tonight.
It's tough.
I think actually they're playing tomorrow night. So we'll assume that if Simpson does hold on in the bottom, that they will face off with Hartfield.
Real deal on us. Chuck Box does a really good job coaching. Randy Spring worked with Chuck up at Freed Hardeman, and Chuck's leaves no stone unturned. But he's really good coach.
Swinging and miss by Brooks Williams, strikes out in 4 pitches, and that'll do it for Simpson. Large heel decline for the Cougars. Tell you what, let's take a quick break. Jeremy, at the studio, let's do 30 seconds. 30 seconds, going to bring you back here for the bottom of the 7th inning. This is Big A Baseball on CougarsLive.org and D92.
Hey, this is Will Thibodeau with Sullivan Ford Lincoln, Southwest Mississippi's Ford truck headquarters. The spring sales event is on at Sullivan Ford. With tons of new inventory arriving and with trade-in values at historical all-time highs, now's the time to come trade in your ride. Your trade is worth thousands more than ever before here at Sullivan Ford. Bring your trade in and trade up to a new Ford or Lincoln while the selection is best. Come see our family here. Visit us on the World Wide Web at SullivanFordLincoln.com. Sullivan Ford Lincoln. We're better, we're proving it, and we want you to be the judge. Exit 40, Brookhaven.
Back here at Williams-Gillis, moving to the bottom half of the seventh inning. Cougars trailing by 13. Grand slam home run from Simpson first baseman Crosby. Mullins, 10th grader, had a home run in game one. Solo shot, 4 for 4 in this particular ball game, Coach, and I guess the dagger, if you will, Mullins with a tape-measure job to left center field. And they put a book in on the Cougar season.
It's going to be tough. Had a really good year. You play that hot corner like he's playing, you got to hit with power, and he's done it tonight.
Yeah.
He has really bailed up some balls.
Done a good job.
You know, only one team's going to win a state championship, win the last game they play.
That's right.
I hear Magnolia Heights is really, really good.
Yeah, I heard they're pretty stout.
We know Hartfield's good, so.
Colin Waldrop, Dylan Fortenberry, Caston Thompson, senior, and Waldrop at Fortenberry. So more than likely their last swings at the plate here for Brookhaven Academy.
Like Hartfield beat Central Hines tonight, 9-8. To sweep that one, Beth.
Okay, 9-8 ball game.
Coach Kessler must have already won his ball game. He sent me a text. So
okay.
Sure he won his game down there.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Double. Ooh. Wow. Hard hit ball into the Cougar dugout. Hit Caston Thompson right across the chest. Thompson looked out to Waldrop, so that's all you got?
Man.
Good job over there, stat girl Bailey Goodson, ducking behind the screen. Now, you put the glove on Goodson.
Oh, yeah.
She would have made a play on it.
Actually.
Sure. Yes, sir.
Her daddy played at Mississippi State.
Robbie. The sport athlete in Goodson, primary sport, obviously, is softball, but does a good job on the basketball court. No balls, one strike to Walter.
A lot of people get frustrated with umpires. You know, they make people get in the dugout and think they're nitpicking everything, but it doesn't take but one play like that. Somebody's hurt.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
really bad.
Thompson, that ball's 6 inches higher. I could catch him in the face, you know, and he's in the dugout. Roller up the middle. Throw across. Not in time to get Waldrop. So the senior, Colin Waldrop, maybe his last career at bat. He'll finish it with a single here at Williams-Gillis. Tell you what, let's run for Waldrop. Let him get his applause. Let's get a pinch runner in for him. Dylan Fortenberry is going to step in, also one of the Cougar seniors.
Coach Kessler said they walked it off with a bases loaded single to win his first game of the season.
Wow.
Avery went 3 for 3.
There you go.
She overcame the bad coaching to get some hits. Good for her.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, the players doing everything they can, and I'm sure Coach Kessler's roadblocking them out there.
I wonder if Coach Webb's down there coaching first base with him.
He might be.
They're a fine pair, I tell you that.
I'll tell you what. All strike one. Hit that. Had a check swing on the first pitch on the appeal down to first base. So 0-2 to Fortenberry. Also a senior for Brookhaven Academy. Slice down the side. Down to the Brookhaven Academy bullpen. The ball's 2 strikes. Ball's up down at second base. Jenkins on the mound for Simpson. Low and out of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Most likely Simpson will advance to face off with Hartfield Academy. Out of the zone, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Fortenberry. Snap throw down to second. I don't think that's what Coach Greer wanted. No harm, no foul, but got to just focus on Jenkins right here, staying in that strike zone. Thompson on deck. Right back to us.
Sure was. Right that net held up right at me.
We're right in a spot where the nets come together. Coach Kessler and I, before next year, we're going to get some zip ties. We've got a couple of holes where the 2 separate nets join.
We may have to get some money and put some
hard hit ball center field. Bryce Jensen settled under it, so that'll be Fortenberry's likely last at bat here at Williams-Gillis. Great career in the blue and white for Dylan Fortenberry. Sure do appreciate, not only as an athlete, and I said this earlier, but I mean, he is a top shelf young man. Going to go on, I think he's going up to Colin, and boy, I'd love to see him get an opportunity. I think he can play baseball at the next level just with that swing.
Yeah.
And somebody that has, notably said he hadn't played a lot of baseball, and no one got baseball in last year. With the pandemic going on. So, he just swings the bat too well. I think he's still got a lot of upside, and you'd like to see somebody like that get an opportunity if he was looking that way.
Yeah, I think he should. And, when you play 3 sports, it's not like for every kid to play everything, but if you get to college and focus on one sport, I think he could be really, really good.
He hits just such clean baseballs, and, you never know. Gaston Thompson steps in, 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out in the inning. Colin Walter got the senior singles, his last at bat. Jenkins looks in to Adcock in the dirt, 3 balls, 1 strike. Gaston Thompson scores. Thompson, a junior.
Yeah, he's a really good player. Big, strong kid. Got a lot of tools.
Ball strike 2. I think it's a verbal commit down the Pearl River.
I think so.
So
he has a good summer. He might go a little higher than Juco, maybe.
Yeah. Get a little rest, and these guys will be right back at it.
Yeah, he needs some rest. He looked a little tired tonight.
Yeah.
Which that's to be expected. That's just part of it. So.
Who's not tired this time of the season? Everybody's trying to scratch their way through, just advance to the next round, and you look at, okay, how do we get 2 out of 3 in the next round?
Yeah. So survive. I never threw them all. I wasn't sore ever. Difference of being sore and being hurt, though.
That's right. Trenton Tarver, well, he was looking at the downs on that one. He wanted to get that one to Wesson.
He tried.
Came up short.
Taking his hats.
Yeah, no doubt. This is when you take them. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. Simpson Cougars in command. 13-run lead. Pitch on the way from Jenkins. Tarver swinging a miss.
It's like when you try to hit a home run, you never hit one. No, I guess some guys better than I was good, but I always blew off everything.
Ball out to McKinney. Second base, throws across the diamond to Mullins. Wow, what a dig over there by Boston Mullins.
Got the lightning in the north.
Yeah.
Got a thunderstorm north of us.
Yeah, moving in from the west and weather to the north of us. It'll be here within, I would say, within an hour. Cougars down to their last out.
Mullins plays like that at first and hits like he's hit tonight. Somebody's going to take him.
I tell you what, thunder in the background, 1 out to go. Easton Boyd steps in. Here's the pitch from Jenkins, swing and a miss. Foul ball went to the screen. No balls, 1 strike to Boyd. Here's the pitch from Jenkins. Ball strike 2. Popped out of the glove of Adcock.
So tough to pitch right there.
Yeah, boy, that one tied Boyd up right there.
Yeah.
All the Simpson fans are scurrying. They heard the thunder in the background. If you're looking to beat the rain to their car. Who gets down to the last strike? Slow roller up the middle. Ball being thrown all around the ballpark. We'll give Boyd an infield single on that one. He's going to scamper down to second base. So Easton Boyd moves down to second base on the errant throw. Thompson moves over to third. Waldrop scores on the infield single from Boyd. Judson Griffin steps in for the Cougars. One ball, no strikes to Griffin, 2 outs in the inning. Griffin fouls it over the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs in the inning. Thompson at third. Boyd down at second base.
Plate's going to get big here.
Yeah.
Weather in the background, 15-3. Protect.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Cougars down to the last strike. And last out. Fouled back to the screen. Griffin. (15-3) ball game. Simpson looking to advance. 1 out away. Here's the pitch from Jenkins. Slapped down the third base side, foul. One with a breaking pitch right there. It's kind of surprised me.
Yeah.
I'm just
ended on a fastball guy.
Just going to go with fastball at this point.
I think it's his best pitch right now too.
Yeah. Outer half. He's doing a good job with it. Here's the pitch to Griffin. He rolls it down the third base side again. So Griffin hanging tough. Cougars down to their last out. Glad everyone could join us, our friends from Simpson and those in and around Brookhaven and parts beyond. A lot of viewers across the southeast area. Base hit from Griffin. Good piece of hitting from Judson for an RBI single by Judson Griffin.
Great at bat.
Yeah.
Shows a lot about his character.
Yeah.
Anybody could have gone up there and said it's over. I'm not going to give my best. He battled.
Yeah.
Did a good job.
So Griffin with his second hit of the ball game. 3 hits on the afternoon. Trevor Fortenberry will step in. Well, we got a little lightning popping around us in the distance. Yeah. Lightning, so nothing of threatening nature. 15-4 ball game. Runners at the corners. Griffin and Boyd, first and third respectively. Fortenberry takes ball 1. I wouldn't expect Griffin to move over there. I certainly hope not. Adcock would be throwing at him for sure. Fortenberry knocks it into the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike to Fortenberry.
So we still got tennis going on.
Yeah. I'm not in golf. I know they finished third in the South. I don't know if that qualifies them for advancement, but tell you what, athletics across the board, a lot of competitive athletes at Brookhaven Academy, but you look on the other side over here at BA4, top-notch students. You may look at some of the ACT scores that come through as of late, 31s, 32s, 34. Won't call any names, but may leave somebody out. But plus 30 ACTs, high 20s. So they just do a great job on the fields and in the classrooms.
Yeah, I want my daughter to sit by good people every day in class. I don't worry about my son as much. I really want my daughter to be by good folks. So.
Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Again, Cougars down to their last strike. Jenkins looks in. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch. Fortenberry. Fortenberry elbowed that one. Took it off the elbow.
I'll tell you, I had that Colin State Championship game one time, Beck. I punched a kid out on dead ball, strike 3.
Yeah.
Elbows over the plate.
Oh,
breaking ball was a strike right there. He's lucky you didn't punch him out.
So that's a pitch right there. If you judge it to be a strike, you can call it. That obviously was out of the zone, but Fortenberry
was a little high, but it split the plates. It's time. I got a dead ball, strike 3, and batter's out. It was high, so, yeah. I was at Columbia and South Carolina for somebody's state championship game one time. Coach ate me up. On the way home, I get a call from him. He said, man, you right on it. That's all split the plates. So,
yeah.
It's a tough call, but sometimes you got to make it.
Ball 4 to Fortenberry. So that pitch, Coach was calling a ball.
He called it a ball.
And Fortenberry, correctly called a ball. Fortenberry, kind of lunged at it, made him come back and finish the at-bat. Yeah, the bases are loaded for the Cougars. 15-4 ball game. Coach Greer's going to go visit the mound. Do a quick recount. 18 hits for Simpson, 8 hits for the Cougars, 2 errors for the Cougars. Looks like we're going to get a pitch and change from Simpson Academy. Tell you what, let's go to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line. This is the Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
For over 30 years, Fielder's Pro Shop has been Southwest Mississippi's leader with the largest selection of truck accessories. Fielder's Pro Shop specializes in providing the newest truck accessories to improve your vehicle's appearance. Choose from an array of interior and exterior accessories, along with ranch hand and hammerhead bumpers to personalize your ride. Fielder's Pro Shop, Auburn Drive, south of Highway 84, West Brookhaven, and South Broadway, Macomb.
Finding the right Medicare supplement should not be a frustrating experience. Call Joan Dodd Insurance at 601-833-3767 for affordable choices. Joan Dodd Insurance also offers final expense plans and dental insurance. No pressure, no hassles. For your free quote on Medicare supplements, final expense insurance, and dental insurance, call 833-3767. 833-3767 for Joan Dodd Insurance.
Go ahead, Jay. And we're back. Michael White steps in. Lawton Kennedy stands in on the mound looking for 1 out for Simpson. 15-4 ball game. Bases loaded for the Cougars. Down in the zone, ball 1. So Kennedy in game 1. Sidewinder. White.
Every team's got one of these guys now, don't they?
Yeah.
Undershooter. When we were growing up, Chad Bradford was the dominant one.
Ball out of the zone for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike from Michael White.
I think Coach Greer just wanted to get an older guy in here to make sure they're pumping strikes and this weather's coming in.
Shot up the middle. Kicked around second baseman. Barrett McKinney steps on second base, and that's going to do it. Simpson Academy takes game 3, 15-4, and they will advance to the South State Finals and face off with Hartfield Academy. Good ball game between these 2 fine ball clubs. Brookhaven Academy in walk-off fashion picks up game 1, and Simpson bounced back and picks up game 2 by a score of 15-4. Coach, that puts a cap on the season for Brookhaven Academy. Finished the season 18 wins, I think, against 9 losses. Solid season. I think they only dropped 1 game in district play the entire year. Not much to complain about. Fought hard today, and you get down and you hate to see a lopsided game in the final one. But I think the Cougars just kind of ran out of gas, and Simpson's bats got hot. 18 hits, 15 runs, no errors. Cougars 4 runs, 8 hits, had 2 errors. But hats off to both the Cougars of Simpson and the Cougars of Brookhaven Academy. Job well done.
Yeah, I think Simpson's lineup's got a lot of length to it. They can hit through the order, and it's tough to pitch them. When you make a mistake, they can really make you pay. Those 2 home runs came up big, but our guys had a good year. And if you look at our schedule, we played a tough schedule.
Yeah.
We didn't play any gimme games, and I like that.
Yeah.
I don't like playing easy schedules, brag about how good you are. So, our guys had a great year. I don't know if you're getting ready to close it, Beck, but if you are, I want to tell you how much we appreciate you.
Well,
and all these games that you do, especially with COVID this year. Now, we didn't even know if we were going to play football this year.
Yeah.
That seems like a long time ago, but you go every night and putting these games on live, and I listen to you a lot on the radio when I can't make it, and I know you love sports, but there's probably some nights you probably rather stay at home, but I really appreciate everything that you do for our school and our kids. So.
I appreciate that, and, just the support staff. Coach Kessler helps him out here at baseball. Parker Miller, always on the spot. Coach Randy Spring in basketball. Coach Becky Flowers. Our friends at B92, Jeremy Edwards and Ken Hollingsworth, of course, our play-by-play announcer in football, and filled in over at Simpson the other night for us. And so it's a team effort, and it's, best seat in the house. We get to do live stream, get to be on the radio and do what we can to bring BA athletics and extracurricular activities via the live stream to our Brookhaven faithful, who are always supportive of everything we do here at BA. And, hats off to Coach Upton, Coach Acosta, Coach Spring, Coach Waycaster. Good job, and hats off to the Cougars of Brookhaven Academy on a solid season. And, take a little breather and start focusing in on next year. A lot of these guys will turn their attention toward football and basketball and different sports, and a lot of these guys will go right back into baseball, so they'll do it year-round, and we appreciate everything that they do working to basically entertain us.
Yeah, they put a lot of time and effort into it. And they got to go sit in class and make grades, too,
yeah.
And, they got boyfriends and girlfriends, and they got lives, but they put a lot of hard work and a lot of time in, so.
A lot of hours, and congratulations Coach Kelly Greer and his staff and the Simpson Cougars as they advance to the South State Finals, and they'll face off next week against Hartfield Academy and try to punch their ticket to the state finals. That's a wrap from Williams-Gillis Ballpark. The Cougars take Game 1 by a score of 6-5, and Simpson bounces back and takes Game 2 by a score of 15-4 to advance to the South State final round against Hartfield Academy. For Jamie Palmer, this is Beck Warren. We wish you a good evening.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks.
Need appliances? Your appliance center is Perkins Hayes Hardware Brookhaven. Perkins Hayes Hardware carries leading brands like Speed Queen. For washers and dryers, refrigerators, freezers, and more, you can depend on the helpful hardware folks at Perkins Hayes Hardware. Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven, open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. till 5 p.m. Online, acehardware.com/local